Hello, hello. Hey, everybody. How's everyone doing? It's so good to see you all. Philip, thank you for the raid, man. Yeah, we got three hopes. We're just doing some of the demo stuff, and then whenever I get the actual game, I'll replay and do a whole let's play of all that. The game comes out in like 10 days. I'm so freaking excited for it. I was actually able to pre order it yesterday, so I was excited. And then my shipping info was like, oh, hey, like right when it comes out, it'll be delivered straight to your house. And I was like, awesome. So I don't even have to wait. How's everybody doing? Oh, it's not. It's going to be the demo stuff. So when you get the actual game, it'll transfer over your demo data. Sort of like, what else did that? Age of Calamity. Did you guys play Age of Calamity at all? It did a cool little transfer there. At least I think it was Age of Calamity. I think my mic is picking up my game audio. Let me fix that real quick. If I can find my remote over here, I got to remember to turn down my TV audio here while I'm recording. There we go. That's much better. Yeah, it's a demo save transfer. But I'll pretty much ignore that whenever I get the actual game, and I'll just kind of start over fresh. But I was so excited I had to play the demo. I have to play it, and we just beat what was Edelgard's route now? Scarlet Blaze. I think it was called Scarlet Blaze. We just beat Scarlet Blaze the other night. That was pretty fun. I'm doing okay, man. I'm doing good. Pretty tired, but I'm doing pretty well. I'm excited. And does anybody in chat play Fire Emblem Heroes at all, the mobile app? We have like a banger banner coming out for the summer units. Micaiah is getting a summer ult. I am so freaking excited about it. Let me see. Make sure everything looks good on my end. You haven't bought any of the Warriors games. What are you doing, man? You need to get into them. They're pretty good. I think you'll like them a lot. All right, let me make myself and chat invisible real quick because I think there's going to be like an opening cutscene here. There we go. It's a new game. We'll go normal. I'll do slow settings, just mess with the settings. Yeah, we can do that. I'll go right here.
All this bloodshed. Will it never come to an end?
is that freeloader, huh? I know you're napping around here somewhere. On your feet and back to work already, yeah?
Pretty cool cutscene. So I tried to turn up the game audio for you guys. Please let me know if it's too loud at all at times. I noticed it was a little quiet last time when I played it, so we're gonna try to turn it up a little bit and hopefully it's not too loud. There we go. Let's bring all that back. Okay, I think we have to go with Lady Shez, right, chat? We have to go with Lady over here.
Hey, get up already!
Sorry, what's going on?
What's going on? Did your head spring a leak while you were napping? Better see if you can even remember your name.
Yeah, she does. So what should we name her, chat? Should we keep her name as Shez or should we give her another name? Just keep Shez? Alright, we can do that. Alright, yeah, we can do that. Yeah, this one's Shez. I like both Shez and Byleth. Are you saying name her Radiant? Is that what you're saying? Okay. We can do that then. Whoop. Oh no, it's all good.
Well,
We all
looks
have
like
those
there's
days.
hope for you yet.
Which option should we go with, chat? I'll let you guys choose my options here for me. Apologize.
Apologies, friend. I'm all right. Is the battle at hand?
Of course it is. Why else would I be standing here? You heard who we're up against, yeah? Geralt's mercenaries. Gonna be one hell of a fight if true, especially if the Ashen Demon is here. Don't like a smidge of what I've heard about that fella. Or was it a woman?
Leave it to you to fumble the details. Did you even catch this Ashen Demon's name?
Of course I did. It was... by the goddess, it's right on the tip of my tongue.
We have to go with Lady Byleth. Of course. I don't know. I feel like we should keep Byleth's name the same, but I'll let you guys pick. I think it's more fun to let you guys pick the names there, be a little more interactive. I just finished off a whole gallon of orange juice and didn't even realize it. Philip, are you making me a sandwich too? A sandwich sounds good. Thanks for the lurk, man. Thank you for the bits. Philip was on it with the bits here. So should we go with just Byleth, chat, or should we have another name for her? It is. It is kind of like the Pokemon beginnings with all these names. We're naming our Fire Emblem Pokemon. Name our Ash. Alright, we can do that. There we go. Are we sure? Yep, alright. Ash it is.
That's it?
We got Radiant and Ash.
Demon or no demon, our job is to fight and win.
You sound just like the captain. I know they paid up front, but come on.
Well, at least one of you has some courage. You've certainly come a long way since I plucked you from that mountain village. But this battle is about more than just victory. Gerald's team has a sterling reputation. Rumor has it they've never blundered even a single job. But once we put them to rout, we'll finally be the greatest mercenaries in all of Leicester.
Enemy activity detected, Captain.
Looks like we'll be fighting by moonlight. Mind you don't kill each other in the dark.
Link sounds like one of your coworkers.
But I guess there's nothing for it. You ready?
Alright, chat. We're gonna wish him luck, express our unease, or are we gonna try to be funny? Coworker sounds like a scary woman. Philip has some scary coworkers. Philip sent a picture in his Discord. And it looked like a lady was parking in like 4 parking spots. Was it 4 parking spots, Philip, or was it 2? I couldn't tell because of the camera angle. But it looked like she was parked in 4 spots. Lighten the mood.
When this is over, we'll all greet the new dawn together.
You sure are a cocky little thing. But yeah, all right. I'll be there.
That looked like a quadruple park from the picture you sent in the Discord. Bro, that was funny. Oh, and speaking of all that, we need to give you a shout out. I don't remember if I did or not, so I'll give you one real quick before we start. There you go.
All right, let's get down to business. We're up against Gerald's mercenaries. Let's move out.
Drive them straight into their graves.
Time to see what you're made of.
Oh, that's right. I need to. Let's turn off this tutorial stuff. Let's turn that off real quick. Okay. Yes, yes. Level up window. Okay. Mission briefings. Off for that. Okay. That looks good. No, that's the wrong button. Did I turn off tutorials? Am I just blind? Oh, right here. Okay. I think that was all I did, right? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's killed turn 1. Yeah, I get it. Poor Getz. Didn't deserve that, man. Oh, I thought I just turned off tutorials. Okay, there we go. There we go.
These guys know recruits or something? Guess this means I can mess with them a little.
Charge!
Guess that's that.
I eat steak tougher than this. Hey, you! Clear out that group over there.
Get over here, mercenary captain. Order screen? I'll see if it lets me. Here we go. Yeah. That's what we got for the order screen. Looks pretty cool. It won't let me give any orders right now until the next part. It's like a 2-part tutorial kind of thing. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, it looks pretty good. They really did a good job with this game so far. I heard that there were some complaints with it for some reason. I don't know what the complaints were. I don't really care. I just think it's weird if people are complaining about it. I think it's a great game. So far, at least. I think it's a great game so far from what I played from the demo. It's peanut butter jelly time, man. Did you make me a peanut butter jelly? I'm hungry. I'm hangry.
Can't wait to wrap this up so we can all drown ourselves in ale.
Complete. The captain ran off ahead of us. Is she gonna be okay?
Master your fear and advance!
Keep your eyes open. We still don't know if the Ashen Demon is here.
Get out of here. There we go. Warriors games are pretty fun. I have so far played every Hyrule and Fire Emblem Warriors game, so that's been nice. I actually just 100%ed the first Hyrule Warriors, the first Fire Emblem Warriors game back, I want to say in October, which was nice. It was the first Switch game I ever got, so it was nice to finally 100% it.
This will be the end of the Ashen Demons. No one can beat the captain.
What? Captain? Oh.
Oh, the captain died.
Killed Leslie like she was nothing. There's so many of them. Only one thing to do about that.
I can't believe I'm losing to some damn kid.
Well, she is a mercenary that seems to like to drink, apparently. It happens. There we go.
Just when my dream was finally in sight. You monster.
Alright, chat.
The captain's dead. What are we gonna do?
I'm gonna take you guys down for a second. It's freaking Byleth, the Three Houses waifu herself.
Stand down.
Oh, sorry, we named her Ash. Bring it.
We're gonna stand.
She's gonna slaughter me right now.
We're gonna avenge the captain.
She's covered in the red whatever. She's gonna kill me. Oh my gosh.
What am I so scared. It's just one merc.
Run! Run while you can!
I'm about to freaking die.
This can't be happening.
Kicked my butt.
Keep fighting.
Yeah, didn't Byleth kill Shez and Kanan in 3
The
houses?
cycle of this world, I will not allow it to perish with you.
I agree with the boot trip. It is fire. Oh, now we're Super Saiyan apparently.
Where did you get that power?
Hey, for Byleth, the booty shorts are very useful battle attire. The booty shorts and the leggings are apparently indestructible, as seen in her Fire Emblem Heroes damaged artwork, where it is literally the only clothing on her that can't be ripped. Apparently. It's amazing. No, I know Shez was not in 3 houses, but I mean, I know this game is mostly supposed to be a different story from that, but isn't it basically the same up until right there? Because Sheds have died there, and then later Byleth's in Remire Village and all that stuff, right? Unless it's just, completely different.
Interesting. You're fighting like an entirely different.
Speaking of 3 houses, I'm going to have to power through the remainder of that game. I have both of the Black Eagles routes to do, and then I have the game beat. So I'm going to have to power through it in about 8 days, because from today it's 9 days until this game comes out. So I'll have to beat the game 2 routes in 8 days.
Sorry, but this fight is over. Hey, wait! Why? We've achieved our goal. Your job was to stop us, and you failed. Another time, perhaps. Hey, we're not done here! Why am I so tired?
I'll finish what I was saying after this whole scene right here, because I don't want to talk over the game.
Huh? Where am I?
Oh, good. You're awake.
Not sure I would have been able to sleep at night with your blood on my hands.
All right, chat, which one should we go with? I'll let you guys make all the decisions whenever we see these kind of options here. And I hope you guys can see the follower goal up there. I know it's kind of tiny, but I hope it's still legible.
I know your voice. I dreamed about you.
Strange. I have no such recollection. Regardless, I'm a being who exists on the edge of dreams and reality. You may call me Arval.
Arval, huh?
But for now, let me speak plain. You are slated to die. Right now, I'm the only thing holding your meager life together. And to be blunt, it's beginning to tire me.
Thank you?
There we go. It's a little bigger.
Oh, my. That's the first time anyone has ever shown me gratitude. And I must say, I like it very much. Hear me well. You are a crucial piece of this world's cyclical. No, this will never do. You're far too groggy to absorb what I'm saying. For now, I needn't tell you how you'll get back on your feet. I need only convince you that you will.
All right, what do you think, chat? Is it a dream?
I don't understand. I'm already up and about.
Ah, perhaps here you are, but not in reality where it counts. Your cluelessness is actually quite charming. I think you're starting to grow on me. Still, the important thing is what you do after you wake.
And what should that be?
Recall, please, how the Ashen Demon bested you. Came within an inch of snuffing out your life. If you attempt the fight again the same way, you will reach the same conclusion. This would force me to step in once more, which would be most annoying and also rather counterproductive, if I'm honest.
Yeah, all right. Oh yeah, I'm looking at it now. It is a little small for you guys on mobile. Maybe I'll change the color of the font to make it easier to see.
Then I'll get stronger. The woman I am now will seem like a little kid in comparison. And one day, I will surpass the Ashen Demon. I swear it.
Indeed.
My captain and comrades are dead. The company is finished. So there's only one thing I can do. Start over.
Huh. I thought you to be more sentimental. Did they not take you in? Care for you?
Gold's the only thing that ever held us together, and death is something we're all too used to. I never knew my real parents, and I lost the mother who raised me. Parting's just come easy to me, I guess. The best way to honor my fallen comrades is by training hard and growing even stronger. Then I'll crush Gerald's mercenaries, and the Ashen Demon with them. That's what I'm going to live for now.
Oh, but I like your spirit, though I expected no less from my partner in destiny.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, I suppose that was a bit sudden. I should remember, take intimacy in smaller steps. The point is that I'm here to guide you, and I promise to help you find the strength to see your dreams realized.
So as I was saying before we continue here, I'm on the last two routes, and they're both Edelgard's routes, the Black Eagles, for 3 houses. This game comes out in about 9 days from now. So, and I guess if I'm not playing 3 houses today, I have about 8 days to start and beat 2 routes. Maybe we'll be streaming a whole lot of 3 houses in the next several days and on the weekends. I don't know. We have a lot of 3 houses to get through in that small amount of time, but I think we can do it. I want to try to beat 3 houses before this game comes out on the 24th. Do you guys think I can do it? I'm going to try to, but I hope I hope I can get there. It's not going to be easy at all. That's all right. We can just let Violet solo everything.
The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a goddess, has existed for uncountable ages. Now, 3 ruling powers control the land. To the south is a region held for more than 1,000 years by the Adrestian Empire. To the north is the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. And to the east, a league of nobles that bends no knee, rules the Leicester Alliance. Though once consumed in war, these 3 powers now exist in relative harmony. Nestled between them is Garrick Mach Monastery, seat of the Church of Saros, the land's widely practiced faith, and a power that helps to maintain peace across the continent. Not far from the monastery, at the northern edge of the empire, is a small village called Ramire, and west of this place stretches a forest where a lone mercenary awaits.
Am I doing editing? No, I'm not doing editing there. I'm doing normal mode right now. But I might do a Violet editing solo eventually.
How many times must we do this? Get up already!
Huh? That's weird. I could have sworn I heard someone calling me. It's still dark out, though.
Hello, yes, I was calling you. Many times, I might add.
Come on, I told you not to sneak up on me like that.
As if I have a choice. Do you know how many times you would have died by now if not for me? I'll tell you. 22.
That's a lot of times.
3 times you leapt off a cliff to quote unquote get tougher. Saved you. Those 5 mad attempts to dispatch a horde of monsters by yourself. Saved you.
Jumped off a cliff 3 times. 3 times she jumped off a cliff. That's funny every time I see it. Why did you jump up?
And tonight, despite my repeated warnings, you took the wrong path and ended up having to sleep on a bed of leaves in the middle of the woods.
You're right. Jumping off a cliff will help me get tough. I don't know how there's any defending jumping off a cliff. Well, Arvel just revives her. It's okay. She's like, I could die 1,000,000 times. He'll keep reviving me. I don't know how there's any defending that, though. There is no defending the fact that I apparently jumped off a cliff 3 times. Yeah. And then when your friends try it and they're not revived. Doesn't that go with like the saying of if your friends jumped off a cliff, would you jump off the cliff too? Something like that. There was some saying that was like that. If they jumped off a cliff, would you do it too? I don't know. I don't remember what the exact saying is. It's something similar to that. But no, I would not jump off a cliff if I saw Shez do it. I know she's getting revived. Hey, Popo, what's up? Alright guys, which choice are we going with here? We got a lot to try to cover today. If your friend survives. Well, I guess it depends on how far down the cliff goes. I don't know, Philip. Should I? Do I want to know what your dark humor joke was? If you think this is dark, Philip, wait till we get to Radiant Dawn. Radiant Dawn, in my opinion, is probably the darkest of the Fire Emblem games that I've ever played. No, I don't want to hear it. Oh, yeah. If my friend was Shez, yeah, she'll be fine. She'll be back to life in like 2 seconds when Arvel revives her. Alright guys, which option are we going with here? Defend? Oh yeah, she is tougher than me.
Hey, you could at
But
least
then
look
again,
at
she
the
cheats with Arvel.
directions. Though I admit I might have taken a wrong turn.
Finally, some humility. That's almost reassuring. I was starting to think you were incapable of self-reflection. At any rate, we all make a few mistakes along the way. And by we, I mean you. And by a few, I mean far, far more than average. Now then, with that out of the way, would you like to know why I've roused you from your mud-caked slumber? Actually, it's probably easier to show rather than tell at this point. Look over there, if you would.
Stop plowing ahead, Claude. You're going to get us lost. Lost? Schmost. We've got it on Imperial authority that this is the way to the village.
True, I said there was a village, but how could anyone know where it is in the thick of these mountains? I can't even say for certain where we are in all this gloom.
Okay, new plan. I'll rely on my keen senses to navigate. Lucky for you, they're sharp as an arrow. Hold, both of you. Someone's here. Another bandit, perhaps?
They're mistaking you for some common backwater thief. What cheek.
Well, hold on there. I'm no bandit. I'm a mercenary.
Well, that makes everything better.
A bandit would be far less out of place in these woods than a sellsword. What brings you here?
We've no time for an interrogation. Our pursuers are closing in.
I don't know who you people are or what you want, but I think introductions can wait. You clearly need every blade you can find, and my pockets have been feeling awfully light lately. What do you say?
Oh, I'm so sorry about Nightbot spamming you guys there. Oh, hey, it's been 45 minutes already in the stream. Doesn't even feel like it.
Well, since you're here, do you mind stepping in and helping us chase off these scary...
Whoa,
Don't worry about
this is so cool. I could. There we go.
if we survive, that is.
Yep, I like Shez. I am loving the demo so far, Popo. I was actually able to pre-order the game yesterday, thankfully. And according to my delivery notes and everything, it's actually telling me that the second the game is released, it will be delivered here. It will be shipped. And I have an Amazon warehouse, literally just like down the road from where I am, so it's not bad at all.
I'll deal with things here.
I wish I could have got the special edition, but I wasn't able to because they haven't released one in the States. And I am too broke right now. I can't get one from Europe. I was lucky I was able to get this one at all.
And that's how it's done.
step, Edelgard. Well, I suppose my turn has arrived. Let's do this! I've awaited this moment. I won't allow anyone to stop me.
You should. You should get it, Popo. Can I just sit here and mash this button all day? There we go. I was gonna say, the lance was changing colors there, but it wasn't doing anything.
Apologies, but it was you or me.
Just who are these people anyway? All three of them have crests.
What's wrong with you? They're just a bunch of...
So I think it's interesting that Dimitri has a sword right there, but he never pulls it out. So as I was saying about the three houses stuff, with Edelgard's route, Edelgard's is going to be a little interesting for me compared to the rest of them, because the rest of the routes that I did a playthrough of were truly first reactions, but Edelgard's route, one of them I think I beat when I first got the game, but I hardly remember it at all because it's been so long. And then the other one, where I was sided with Edelgard instead of the church, I think that one is Crimson Flower. I never completely beat that one. So the Black Eagles route in general is going to be like a sort of first playthrough, but not really. Here we go, now I can give orders. Alright, Claude's coming down here. Dimitri.
We must strive to perform to the best of our ability. We will proceed as planned.
Whoop.
We must strive.
Here I go. No mistakes.
It is a huge improvement, and I'm actually one of those weird people that loved the first the Hyrule Warriors. Well, of course I love Hyrule Warriors, but I loved the first Fire Emblem Warriors game. I absolutely love that one, and I'm also happy with Three Hopes. Pretty much, if you make a Warriors game and give it a Fire Emblem or a Zelda skin, I'm gonna love it. I would love to have a game for the Tellius Warriors as well. I think it would be cool to have a game with the Dawn Brigade and the Grail Mercs, as well as the Crimean Royal Knights. I think that'd be cool.
Position secure.
Very doable, especially with their reclass system that they got here.
Not to worry over you too much, but do make sure to heal if you're hurt.
Enough of this strategy nonsense! Get out there and tear them all to pieces!
Okay, how many thugs does this guy have working for him anyway?
I was saying I think it would be cool to have like a Tellius Warriors kind of thing. I won't be surprised if they do at some point, considering originally with the first Fire Emblem Warriors game,
Repent, foul bandits! The Knights of Seros are
Hi, Eloise.
and we'll cut you down for terrorizing our students.
As I was saying, considering with the first Fire Emblem Warriors game, they did say if it sold well enough, or if it did well enough, they'd make another one, but with Ike and Roy as the main characters, since they were left out of the first one. But then when they didn't go that route, after all, they decided to make it an individual game story. I think it would be much better like that for the series. So that way you can also include more characters from each game. But it wouldn't surprise me if they make the Tellius games next for the Warrior stuff, since Ike is literally the most popular Fire Emblem character of all time. All that offensive.
Form ranks and capture those bandits. Quickly now.
I am going everywhere except where I need to go. There we go. Yes, I think that'd be cool. And speaking of Fates, I know when they were first making Fates, they advertised that they were going to make the Roy amiibo, and the Korra amiibo compatible with it. And then they didn't, and especially with Roy, they didn't make him compatible, even though they said they would. And I was so sad about that. I wish they would have made Roy's amiibo compatible with it. But I hope with the release of Warriors, which means we will probably be getting 3 Hopes amiibo at some point, which wouldn't surprise me. I hope that we finally get a Lady Byleth amiibo, since she got robbed from Smash. Yeah, Ike wasn't playable in the first Power Warriors. Okay. No, it wouldn't let me. I just wasted my awakening gauge. It wouldn't let me do the thing. Do I have to wait for the whole bar to run down now? I know in the other Warriors games, it let me just use the special instantly. It's alright. There we go. That's not overkill at all. That was cool. Oh yeah, we got the slow-mo effect too. That was Pog.
Is it over?
Yeah, it was kind of weird. They were kind of everywhere with it. I still liked it though. It was still a good game. It was just, there was a lot of weird stuff that they did do with it. But then again, I'm one of those diehards that's such a diehard that I'll defend it, even though some of the options or some of the choices they made with it was kind of dumb. I will admit some of the choices were dumb, but I'll still defend it because I like the game. But I think going this route, I think taking a story or a world and then just taking the characters that are in that world and making a story for them is definitely a better route to go than what they did with Rowan and Leanne. Although I actually did like Leanne in the first round on Warriors, but I did not really care about Rowan. Rowan annoyed the snot out of me. I don't know anybody that actually liked him except for my sibling. Rowan he could not stop talking about knights, and that he was almost yelling all the time. The dude was just yelling, or he was sick. He was either yelling the whole game, or he was sick in like one chapter, and that was it. And it got kind of frustrating with him. It felt like he really had no development there.
The Imperial Princess, the Crown Prince, and the heir to the Alliance?
Yes. And as the 3 of us are now in your debt, I think formal introductions are in order. My name is Edelgard von Hresvelk, Princess of the Adrestian Empire.
I am Dmitri Alexandra Blathid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of
I was talking about the first Warriors game with Rowan and Leanne.
Von Regan, grandson of the leader of the Leicester Alliance.
I was saying that I like Leanne. I actually liked Leanne a lot in the first Warriors game, but I was not really a big Rowan fan.
We ran into you out there, but hey, I'll take it.
Rowan's probably among my least favorite Fire Emblem characters. Alright, chat, which option are we going with here? Whoop, and I just kicked over my gallon of orange juice that I've got over here. I'm drinking orange juice while I'm streaming because we ran out of waters.
Hey, I only fought well because I had such fine companions by my side.
There may be some truth to that. I can't shake the feeling that we were destined to meet somehow.
Well, aren't they an unlikely trio? I wonder why those bandits were after them. Still, it's no concern of ours. We have our own plans to attend to. Now, collect your pay and be off before they get a wild idea and ask you to join them.
Night, Philip.
Say, while I have you here,
I'm sorry about that small little frame drop there, chat. I don't know what happened.
somewhere along the way.
It was good now. I don't know what happened there.
I'm looking for a band of hardened mercenaries who follow a man named Gerald.
I think it was when I clicked on something to exit out. But it's all good.
Actually, Remire might just be the village we've been looking for, too. That ring a bell, Edelgard? I don't remember hearing anything about mercs, but...
The name sounds correct, at least.
Gerald's too smart to get smoked out by a bunch of rumors, but they're all I've got at the moment.
In any case, we won't find our own 2 feet in all this dark. We should return to camp and get our bearings before...
Hello there, house leaders. Hello, brave mercenary. We've mopped up what's left of those rascals, so what say we return to camp? And I insist you accompany us, good mercenary.
Who, me?
You heard the man. We'll wait out the night together and make for the village in the morning. It's a great plan, especially if you want to get paid, as we're a tiny bit short on pocket change at the moment.
Yes, and those mercenaries you're looking for? Gerald's band, was it? They may be in Remire village tonight. There's no telling when they'll move on. If you come back to our camp, we have maps that may help you get one step ahead of them.
This is clearly the wisest course of action. Not to mention that I would enjoy conversing with you further. But of course, the choice is yours.
Go with them, or are we going to decline, chat? Yeah, I think, Ray, I think it was you that said it. This is pretty much where the story splits. Because instead of them making it all the way to Remire Village, where they ran into Byleth, they instead run into Shez, who helps them. And now instead of Byleth going with them back to the monastery, it's going to be Shez. So Byleth and Gerald are going to keep doing whatever the heck they're going to be doing. Which I think is kind of interesting, because it almost makes me want to have like a DLC story or something to play this part of the story from Byleth's perspective. Like, what happens to Byleth? What is she up to? Well, Shez is going to the monastery instead of her. I was talking about that a lot last night. I kind of want another route, another DLC thing that lets us play the story from Byleth's perspective. If I could speak English.
Why can't things ever be simple?
All right, but just for the night.
Perfect. Then might I borrow you for a moment after we reach camp? There's a matter we must speak about. Nothing alarming, I promise you.
Right then, so off we go? But, if I may, did I hear you mention a Gerald earlier?
Yes, do you know him? He heads up a pretty elite band of mercenaries, so I imagine his name has spread all over Fodlan by now.
Mercenaries, is it? No, it can't be him. Can it? Well, I'll just have to meet this Gerald myself, after I've seen my duties through, of course. After all, if I don't finish my assigned tasks, I'm mission the point. Get it? Missing? Mission? Come now, this is good stuff!
That's our Aloise. Come on, let's get moving before he really gets going.
Sorry, I just had somebody walk in. Oh, the doggos. You guys can hear the doggies in the background. So, do you guys want to see me go around and talk to everybody in camp, or do you want me to hurry up and just go on with the story here? Because I do not want to bore you guys. I want to do whatever you guys are wanting me to do here. Because I'll go back and talk to everybody whenever I do the actual Let's Play of it. When the game comes out. Hey, Eloise.
If I'm honest,
All right, I think we'll just go on with the story then, instead of talking to every student. Because I'm just going to talk to every student later whenever I do the Let's Play of it.
Let's see.
Thank you. What do you think? On another matter.
I think we're going to go with Dimitri's next, because we went with Edelgard's the first time. And now I want to come over here and talk with Claude.
Hey there. Thanks. Of course. Speaking of, how's that?
All right, let's go talk to Dimitri.
You have my thanks. Speaking of which,
Thanks.
by the way, how about this?
Thank you.
I see. That's concerning. If I'm honest.
Yep. Well, here what Alois wants. Probably wants us to go back to the monastery with him, and
I know you're heading for Remire Village in order to find Gerald's mercenaries, but... well, perhaps you might consider changing your mind and accompanying us to Garreg-Mach Monastery instead.
And why would I do that exactly?
Because you've done us a great service, and we don't have the means in camp to properly reward you. At the monastery, however, we can repay your kindness in full. Also, between you and me, this evening's turn of events was quite the embarrassment for the church. We allowed students of the Officers' Academy out of our sight, and house leaders of great political consequence at that. And then they crossed swords with bandits. If word got out, well, let's just say it would sit poorly with everyone. So you see why we must ensure you're well compensated. Also, there may be some papers for you to sign, perhaps in blood.
This sounds more like hush money than a reward.
Yes, that's exactly what I told the fool knight who suggested it. Me, I'd just as soon send you on your way, but I fear I'm obligated to escort you back. Anyway, the whole thing will be much easier if you simply agree to come along. Just as a formality, of course.
I think that was a threat. And here I thought he was a big softy. Well, what do you think? Garreg-Mach is in the opposite direction of where we need to be, but this man seems rather set on having us accompany them.
yeah, hush money, exactly. So, are we going to accept that we have no choice, or are we going to go on our own terms? And I am sorry about the dog barking in the background, if you guys can hear that. Agree? Okay.
I guess I'm not opposed to helping out a little more. I'll come with you to the monastery, but I'm not staying a single minute longer than I have to.
Bless you, my friend. What a noble soul
Let me mute myself real quick, chat.
I'd say you saved my bacon, but that would be utterly hammy.
Alois, has anyone ever told you that you're...
Don't. Some truths are simply too painful to bear. While I'm no expert, I fear the poor man's heart couldn't handle the shock.
Told me what?
Told you how dashing you are in that armor. Not just any man can pull off that look.
Ah, you like it? Wonderful. I admit I've received no small share of positive comments on it. There's a grand story behind every last ding and dent. Enough to keep me talking for a week. Why, take this one here.
Whatever told you it's corny. Yeah. Oh, and the house leader saved us. Okay.
Somewhat unwillingly, I might add.
I actually kind of like Alois's humor.
In your plans, but if it lets us get to know
It's so
each other
bad it's
better,
good.
Perhaps it will prove worth it in the end.
Unwilling or not, we've got a long road ahead, so let's try to keep the mood light.
I hesitate to ask this considering you're only here because of us, but... Well, are you sure about this decision? The last thing we want is to delay you from your own business. The knights may seem unwilling to bend, but it's not as if you have no say in the matter.
Play the mobile game? I do. I actually released some updates on Twitter about Summer Micaiah and Summer Altina getting their alts. And I have a video up on YouTube in case you guys want to go check that out too. I don't know if I have a moderator in chat, so while you guys are deciding which option I should pick here, I will put my social links there in the chat for you. There we go. YouTube, Twitter, Minds. We got Discord. And we got Gilded. Micaiah is fire. I love Micaiah, and if anybody tries to say anything else about her, they're just plain wrong. I have won every single Radiant Dawn debate I have been in. But I also have more than 300 plus playthroughs of the game to back me up, so I'm good there. I actually had a debate about Micaiah in someone's Discord, and someone was like, Micaiah sucks. And he was just like, this Micaiah's awful, Micaiah sucks, blah, blah, blah. And then I was invited to the Discord, and I saw this conversation, and I was like, hey, I beg to differ. Micaiah doesn't suck. She's awesome. She's amazing. And then the Discord host came in, and then instead of doing anything about it, she was like, oh, well, this guy right here is saying Micaiah is good. I want to see a good, clean debate. Let the arguing commence. So then I was like, all right, I'm just going to say a few words here. So I was like, I've played the game only about 300 times on 7-8 Wii's, something like that. I'm already on my next Wii. Not even counting my Wii U. I've lost track of how many times I've played the dang game. You know, since they'll have 30 plus save files for MVP, since you can see on all of your playthroughs for each Wii. So I've filled it up on every Wii I've played it on. Plus, I've played the crap out of the Wii's until all the disc readers broke. I've also had Micaiah solo several of my gameplays of the game. And I was like, and I'd also like to argue units like Leonardo, who people say is the worst marksman in the game, who I'd argue is the best, if not the best in the series, considering he is the only archer able to double the end game boss on higher difficulties. And after I said all that, especially after I said the 300 plus playthroughs, I was like, so yeah, I'll argue Micaiah's better, and then I'll argue any other unit in Radiant Dawn who says suck, including Fiona. And then the guy was like, I opt out. The guy didn't say anything. He was just like, I opt out of this argument. And the server host came back, and she was like, you're opting out already, but we want to see a fight. And the guy was like, yeah, but I only have one playthrough of the game to argue about. And I was like, oh, so you shouldn't be saying a character sex when you haven't even unlocked the true ending for the game, because you can't unlock the true ending after one playthrough. So, and then we had a bunch of other people come into the chat saying that it was the best debate they've ever seen of 2022, and I was like, well, I guess that means I'm still undefeated. Wasn't even an argument there after I said 300 plus playthroughs. But yeah, Micaiah is actually a pretty good unit. She's a really good unit. She does struggle a little bit in the early game, but she can be really good. I actually gave her resolve in one of my playthroughs, and she became an untouchable killing machine. It was fun. Yeah, get your roommate over here. We'll talk about it. Yeah, Micaiah does struggle, and so does Edward and Leonardo. They struggle a bit in the really early game, but then once you start getting them going, they can be really good. And Micaiah, I was actually able to start getting her to solo part 1 around probably the halfway point of part 1. She can do really well. It's just, it takes some work. But yeah, exactly. It really doesn't. Rarely does it ever miss. The only time I've seen light magic really miss in Radiant Dawn is whenever it's an enemy unit using light magic against me. Yeah, that's pretty much all she needs. I gave her Tyronia's Resolve, and she was literally untouchable. There's one chapter, spoiler warning, so you might want to skip like 10 seconds ahead of whatever I'm saying, but there's one chapter where the Black Knight comes in, and you're supposed to do like a Black Knight solo thing there and let Micaiah kind of be behind him, but I pretty much unequipped the Black Knight's weapon and let Micaiah solo the whole thing because she literally can't be touched. Jared couldn't even touch her there when I gave her Resolve. It was amazing. Give Micaiah Resolve and she will do amazing. I'll let you guys make the choice here, and I'm going to mute myself for a few seconds because I have some stuff going on around here. I'm going to pull from the banner. And I do actually have a donation section that I have for the channels and such. And any money that's donated to the channel will be going towards that banner as well as CYL6. So I plan to have a pretty crazy summoning session there. Yeah, Micaiah's good. And I've even maxed out her defense on several of my playthroughs. Her defense, it really isn't as bad as most people will tell you. Micaiah is a lot better of a unit than people give her credit for. I'd also argue the same for Fiona. Fiona is better than people give her credit for. Yes, the game, Radiant Dawn pretty much hates Fiona until part 4. Radiant Dawn pretty much hates Fiona until almost the end of the game, because almost every chapter you get until the end of part 3 and then through part 4 is just chapters you get that work against her, like swamp chapters and other chapters where you have to climb up different ledges and other things. So it works against her. That if you actually put some time into Fiona, she can be pretty darn good. Fiona regularly, for me, without really having to do any level up manipulations, will max at least half her stats, if not more. I've actually taken Fiona into my endgame party quite a few times, and she's just dominated there. Oh yeah, I have a Discord. I also have a Gilded. I do have a Gilded as like a backup kind of server from all the Bible verses, because I do have Bible verses that I like to share with some of you guys, but I know Discord also is very strict about some of their policy things. So I made a Gilded, so that way in case anything happens to my Discord account or anything else, you guys can still keep contact with me on Gilded. And Gilded is basically Discord, except a little more organized. Yeah, Fiona's a lot better. Fiona, Leonardo, even Meg. I mean, Meg is pretty much just a meme, but I mean, Meg is also better than people give her credit for. I would argue that there's not truly a bad unit in Radiant Dawn. It all comes down to how much work are you willing to put into them. Because pretty much for part 1, you have a bunch of units that are in their first tier classes, and then for the rest of the game, you have a bunch of promoted units. So, I mean, it's not really fair to the part 1 units for everybody saying that they're terrible when they're still in their first class and nobody ever puts in the work to get them up. I mean, I normally in my playthroughs, I've gotten to a point where I like to do level up manipulations and such because I've just played the game so many times and I'm always looking for new ways to play it and give myself challenges. But I mean, you can easily, even if you didn't do level up manipulations or anything, you can save up bonus experience, and then about around the end of part 3, where the Dawn Brigade and the Grail Mercs are going at it, you can literally pump enough bonus experience into your units to get 3 of your units to 3rd tier in the Dawn Brigade by the time you're fighting the Grail Mercs, if you save it correctly. I was able to save enough experience and also be smart with how I used Paragon to a point of where I had about 4 or 5 of my Dawn Brigade units in 3rd tier on normal difficulty in Radiant Dawn when they were fighting the Grail Mercs, and then the Dawn Brigade became a pain to deal with when I was the Grail Mercenaries. Even though most of my Grail Mercenaries were 3rd tiers, the Dawn Brigade was just annoying to try to deal with. Oh, Edward does. Edward is annoying. Edward is just plain annoying to fight if you train him with the Grail Mercenaries. Even if he's just a high-level sword master, he can be annoying. Fiona can actually be pretty annoying in 3rd tier on the From Pain Awakening map. Who else? Aaron's actually pretty annoying when he's a Sentinel. He's not too hard to deal with when he's a Halberdier, but when he's a Sentinel, he could be pretty dang annoying to fight. Zyhark, Nolan, of course. Leonardo, his extra range as the marksman, really is a pain. Jill, of course. I mean, the Dawn Brigade is full of so many good units. There is not a bad unit in the Dawn Brigade. I would say if there was anyone that could be considered a bad unit, it would be Laura, but Laura's not even really a bad unit. She's just competing with Micaiah, and Micaiah is just awesome. Micaiah is Micaiah, and I will argue that Micaiah is the best mage in the entire series, whether it's popular opinion or not, and it's totally not biased speaking. Yeah, Micaiah is awesome. I love it. I do have a Fire Emblem Heroes live streams that I do on YouTube, and I also have a Fire Emblem Heroes section in the Discord channel stuff in case you guys want to talk about Fire Emblem there. You guys are also more than welcome to share unit builds and such there.
Actually, I see this as just another chance to better myself.
You are more gracious than I. But as I see you've made peace with it, I will leave the matter be.
Yes, that's quite enough chatter. Let's save our energy for the road. To the monastery!
Did you guys know that Micaiah also has the 2nd highest resistance growth in the entire series? At 90%. Oh, actually, I believe it's tied for number 1, actually, but it might be 2nd. I can't remember for sure. It's either tied for number 1 or it's 2nd, but I want to say it's 2nd at 90% resistance growth rate. It's up there, though. It's either the highest or the 2nd highest in the series.
Thanks, Claude. I know you will.
Yeah, the endgame boss uses magic, but Micaiah literally has the highest, if not the 2nd highest, resistance growth rate in the entire series. It's nuts.
I think they're a fascinating group of people myself, but what do you make?
Yeah, the endgame boss does use magic. Well, the endgame boss uses magic, but also uses physical attacks, depending on the AoE and the turn.
Seems like Edelgard thinks high enough of me. She's got this elegant...
And Radiant Dawn's endgame I love. Radiant Dawn is always going to be the most challenging Fire Emblem game I've ever played. But I love its endgame because its end game is all about self-imposed challenge. It can either be one of the easiest end games you have ever played in the series, or it can be the hardest end game that you will ever play in the series. Radiant Dawn is all about self-imposed challenge.
It feels like Dimitri's always checking in on me every chance he gets. He'll definitely make a good king. The kind who looks after his people. Claude's a laid-back kind of guy who doesn't really strike me as noble. And I mean that in a good way. Something tells me he's gonna be easy to work with.
Of course, you only pick up on their rosy qualities. You really are a delight. Have I told you that lately? Still, you better pick up the pace before you vex these people any further.
Micaiah's wearing tights. I'm going to give myself a little pause right here because if I decide to chop this up for YouTube, I want to make this my cutting off point right here. There we go.
Prologue.
That should be good. I'm not sure if I'm going to cut it into segments or not, but if I do, I want to make sure I give myself the time.
Deep in the forest, the mercenary meets a trio of youths, each a student at Garreg Mach's Officers Academy, and a leader of one of the school's 3 houses. Striking down the bandit chief who attacked the students brings undue attention to the mercenary, who soon arrives at the hallowed gates of Garreg Mach.
So when you ask about if Micaiah is wearing anything, are you talking about the Micaiah image that I have there for the reactive image, or are you talking about the end game Micaiah? Since we were just talking about end game.
And with that, may I present the mercenary I spoke of?
Greetings. My name is Rhea, and I am the Archbishop of the Church of Seros. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Oh yeah, the Micaiah right here, she's wearing tights. Alright guys, should we show some pride or remain humble? Yeah, let me get her up here for you guys. Yeah, see? She's wearing tights. I decided to try to make her a little smaller than I normally would, so that way, you know, you guys can see the gameplay such.
I'm just glad I could help.
Such modesty is not required around me. Your actions were truly commendable.
However, the reason we summoned you here was not simply to express our gratitude. We have a proposal for you, one made on behalf of the church itself.
What kind of proposal?
Someone told you of the Officers Academy here at the monastery, yes? We would have you join this academy as a student.
You what?
Though you are a mercenary, I understand you are not currently beholden to any one particular employer. Also, the students you rescued are close to your own age. Your life could be greatly enriched here.
Or she's heard about our power and wants to keep us on a short leash. And yet she's taking it almost as a given that we'll accept. It's infuriating.
All right, chat, which option should we go with here? Oh, turn it down? Okay.
Sorry,
There we go.
The world's got other plans for me. I can't afford to stay here forever.
Oh, this would not be forever. You would only be enrolled for 1 year. Bear in mind that the Knights of Seros and many other powerful warriors pass through these gates. Whether you seek to someday become an officer or simply increase your own strength, this environment will undoubtedly aid in your pursuits.
They've really talked us into a corner here. I think I see where this is going.
All right, I'm in.
A wise decision. We will do all we can to ensure you do not regret it.
I believe you will go far.
If I may, permit me to tell you a bit more about the school itself. The Academy is divided into 3 houses and draws in the most promising young talents from every corner of Fodlan. Some are noble-born, while others spring from more humble roots. But within these walls, all are treated as equals. We ask our prospects to spend a year living under the same dormitory roof, so they can challenge each other, work hard, and grow together.
Each of our houses corresponds to one of Fodlan's 3 regions. Edelgard leads the Black Eagle House, which is for students from the Adrestian Empire.
I think we're going to go with Dimitri.
Dimitri leads the Blue Lion House, home to students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. And Claude leads the Golden Deer House, for students from the Leicester Alliance.
We could select a house for you ourselves, but as all of this was our idea, perhaps we should leave this decision to you. You are something of a special case, after all.
So I can join any house I want?
Yes, you have simply to name it.
Alright, let's go with Dimitri.
So you wish to join Dimitri's Blue Lions. Are you certain?
I am certain, and I'll probably be using Ingrid, Annette, and Mercedes a lot.
Yep, that's the one. I'm sure of it.
May you build wonderful and lasting friendships in your new house.
Well then, with that taken care of, it's time to decide which of us will supervise which house.
Yes, it turns out we just underwent a last-minute roster change. I guess you two haven't met. This is Professor Yuritsa, our weapons instructor.
Do we want to greet him or admire his ability, chat? So I gotta see, you guys are saying you posted stuff about Micaiah and the Fire Emblem in the Fire Emblem Discord, so I gotta look at that. Man, I'm loving your sister's Micaiah build. That's honestly a build I wanted to do for my Micaiah. Sadly, I'm not able to plus 10 her. I would gladly do it if I had the money, but I can't. That's a great Micaiah build. I love it. I love your sister's Micaiah build, Popo.
I can already tell I'm gonna learn a lot from you.
Will you now?
Do my ears deceive me? Or is that curiosity I hear in your voice, Professor Yuritsa? I thought all the houses were the same to you. Perhaps you should be in charge of our new student's house. Hmm?
I don't care. You decide.
Well, you'll certainly hear no objections from me.
Would if I had a lot of my own funds, but since streaming and everything's my living right now, I try to spend it more wisely. But since we do have the summer banner with Summer Altina and Micaiah, as well as CYL coming up, and 8 donations towards the channel from the Cash App donation stuff and through subscriptions will be used for summoning. I will be saving up through the donations and such to have possibly the biggest summoning session we've ever had on the channel. So that'll be nice.
I'm looking forward to learning from you, Professor Yuritsa.
I'll inform you of our first mission.
Honestly, I would love it if I could plus 10 Summer Micaiah. That would be amazing. I don't think I'm going to get that lucky, but It would be awesome.
Did we fail to mention that? Each month, every house in the academy is given a mission entailing some form
Of course.
service
Thank
to
you
the
for
church.
joining, Popo. And feel free to share the link with anybody else who might be interested in the Fire Emblem Hero stuff. You're more than welcome to. It was good seeing you, man. Tell your sister I love her Micaiah build she's got going on there.
Professor Yuritsa told me the good news. Welcome to the Blue Lion House. I'm excited for us to learn and grow together. But for now, please, make yourself at home.
Our whole house has been buzzing.
Of course. I'll try to do more Smash streams at some point.
So we're going to treat you to a welcome feast tonight. Assuming you're okay with the fancy offerings at the dining hall, that is.
On behalf of the Blue Lions, can I just say we are honored to have such a lovely young woman join our ranks? I mean that. And I can't think of a better way to get to know each other than gathering around the table for a meal.
Enough chatter. You're a mercenary, right? How's your swordsmanship? You must have some skill if the boar here gave you passing marks. But I won't know for sure until we cross blades at the training grounds. I'll see you there before dinner.
That's no way to talk, Felix. You are being rude. Still, I must admit I'm curious as well. Rumor has it you're quite the exceptional fighter.
I'm happy to spar with any of you. Frankly, this brings me right back to my old merc buddies.
Trade blows if you must, but please try not to injure each other.
The training grounds can be a little tough to find. Oh, why don't I show you the way later? Trust me, I'm speaking from experience. One wrong turn and you're up in the library staring down the tallest stack of books you've ever seen.
Yes, this is the largest monastery in Fodlan, so it's easy to get lost if you let your mind wander.
If you struggle to settle in, say so. You helped His Highness. We are in your debt.
Remember your mission?
We are to stamp out what's left of the Iron King's thieves. If I may, Professor, it seems a bit challenging for a first mission.
But their leader, Costas, has already been dealt with. If the professor thinks us capable of mopping up the rest, I trust his judgment.
Good. Prepare yourself.
Of course, Professor... Oh, he's gone.
Professor Yuritsa isn't much of a talker. Or easy to talk to, for that matter.
I'm certain you'll get used to him. He may be a touch curt, but he's not a bad person at heart.
Still, bandit hunting right out of the gate? This is quite the mission.
After the events in the mountains, I hesitate to put His Highness in further danger.
You worry too much to do. Besides, we have a trustworthy new ally coming with us.
Are we going to take the praise and run with it, or advise greater caution? But yeah, as I was saying, we'll do more Smash streams at some point. I definitely want to hurry up, though, and get 3 houses done, since we're so close to it being done. And like I said, we only have like 8 days after today. 8 days to try to beat the last 2 Black Lions route, or not Black Lions, Black Eagles routes that I have going on. So we're going to try to see if we can't beat that in 8 days. So I might be doing a lot of 3 houses streams throughout the next few days. But it's all right. We might turn it into just a Byleth solo at this point. I mean, I want to complete the story. I want to get it done. I want to try to get it done before Three Hopes comes out. All right, chat. Are we gonna take the praise and run with it, or are we gonna advise greater caution? Advise. All right.
We should proceed with caution. Though if we keep our heads on straight, there's nothing to be afraid of.
Well said. Your Highness, stay close.
Don't bother, Dedue. You could grab this soup for brains by the scruff and he'd still squirm loose and charge headlong into battle.
Whatever the case, we should be doubly prepared. And we'll be counting on our mercenary friend here to assist us.
Are we gonna fire off a quip or are we gonna express great confidence? We're gonna fire off a quip.
Sure thing, Dimitri. You just keep counting while I'm off racking up all the glory.
There you are, Yuritsa. I have word from the knights.
It is time.
Yes, the bandits have fled north into the canyon bordering Count Ro's land in the kingdom. But the knights have cut off their escape, and now stand ready to provide whatever support the students may require.
We'll leave at once.
I needn't remind you, this is the first real battle for some of our charges. I trust you will keep them safe, though I likely do not need to worry with an old hand like you at their side.
No, you don't. You there. It's time for the mission. Gather the others.
About time we saw some action.
Lost sight of them?
Ashamed to admit it, but yes, it's possible someone magicked the bandits away. But why go to that kind of trouble for a handful of highwaymen scum?
So be it. We'll follow the blood scent.
Right, of course. We'll follow... Wait, what?
We're leaving. Everyone, follow me.
I like Shez and her school outfit she's got going on there. Looks good on her.
Where are you going? Well, he must have deduced where the bandits are. We should keep pace.
Pathetic.
Professor, it does not seem wise to charge ahead without... What's this?
From the look of it, they're bandits. Or they were.
Yeah, we're following the scent of blood, apparently.
Whoa. Wait, so are these the bad guys we were after?
Most likely. I caught them trying to escape to that fortress.
Interesting. That must be their stronghold.
In that case, we'd better clean the place out before they harm the nearby villages.
They've got their tails between their legs now, so this should be easy. Let's go.
Whoa there. Doesn't this whole fortress thing raise red flags for anyone else?
I agree. If this is their stronghold, why are there no signs of life?
It could be a trap to lure us in.
Am I gonna hold back, Chad, or am I gonna charge forth ahead of everybody else? I'm gonna hold back? Alright.
It's not smart to rush an enemy stronghold when we have no idea what's waiting for us inside. We should hold off for now.
I completely agree. I mean, look at the place. It's both dark and creepy.
The decision is not ours to make.
That's right. We're still on a mission after all. It's up to Professor Yuritsa.
And I say, enter the fortress. Dispatch any bandits you find.
But isn't it dangerous for us to go by ourselves?
There can't be more than a handful. You should have no issue. If need be, I will intervene.
Yeah, you sound confident, but I've still got a bad feeling about this.
Brace for the worst. No guts, no glory, am I right?
Should things go awry, Your Highness, stay behind me.
If things go awry, I will fall back. And I expect the rest of you to do the same.
I turned down my game audio on my side real quick. You guys won't hear any difference. It's just in my headphones.
If the professor's with us,
But it seems like my headphones are
Then it's settled.
picking up the audio. There we go. Now here I'm going to make 2 separate saves before we do anything else. Just in case my internet has any issues later, so I want to make sure we're good there. So now we have our backup save in case I need it. Alright. Oh, so I got Dew, Ash, and Dimitri. I feel like I'm going to be playing as Radiant this whole time. No shows. Alright. I guess I should call her Radiant. That's what we named her. That was cool. Boom. Get out of here.
Well, that was something. Moving on.
Leave this to me. I made it. So this is what real battle is like.
Oh, what's this? What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. How far can I get that? Oh, there it is. Okay. That was cool. That was really cool. I don't know what this green thing is. Does it heal me? I don't think it, I don't know if it does or not. It's like a little windy vortex kind of thing going on. I don't know if it heals me or not because I didn't take any damage. Boom. Alright, Ash. That's kind of cool.
I'm not letting you past here. My life depends on it. Now we know who to kill to open the gate.
Alright, and boom. That was a miss. Alright, that's kind of a cool class ability.
Let's secure the interior. This place is bigger than I thought. Split up.
I pray they find peace in the grave.
There we go. Let me know if the audio is too loud for you guys. Like I said earlier, I turned it down on my headsets, so it sounds really, really quiet to me. But I want to make sure you guys are still able to hear things just fine without it being too loud.
A treasure chest. We'll need to find the key.
Oh, I'd love to use Mercedes right now, but it's not letting me.
Proud of that skill, but
Yeah, it won't let me use her right now. Otherwise I would. I like Mercedes, I like Annette, I like Ingrid.
I know who has the key.
I think those are my favorite Blue Lions characters, Mercedes, Annette, and Ingrid. That's a better follow-up. Because they're just sitting decks there. Why no Felix? I mean, Felix isn't a bad character, it's just... Does he get better from the mean attitude he has towards everybody? I feel like I would like him more if he wasn't a jerk to people. I like his design. I like his design a lot. It's just his character from how mean he is to some people. But if he gets better, then I'm willing to give Felix a chance. And who knows, maybe Felix will have more of a character development in this one. Cause I really do like his character design.
This should help.
Alright, Ash, you're going to come down this way. That's a lot of damage. There we go.
I think I'm improving.
It seems kind of dumb. I mean, I'm not complaining, it's just... It's a good little stun lock there.
I suppose this isn't exactly a trap, but I still don't know what to expect from where.
Alright, let's try what to do. What class are you to do? Oh, you're a fighter, okay. Yeah, I don't blame Felix for it, but I mean, it's just the way he treats people outside of that. Like, the way he treats the Do, I don't like the way he treated the Do in that support combo. But I only saw part of it, so I don't know if he ever got any better towards the Do or what. Yeah, I don't know why Felix wasn't playable in this chapter. He's not. That was sick. That was cool. How do I light my axe on fire like that?
It's an old structure, but very well built. These ruffians are lucky to have such a perfect hideout.
Alright. I want to find out how I did that. Which combo was that? 3. There it was. It's 3. That was awesome. I lit them on fire with my flaming axe. Radiant Smash! Get out of here. There we go.
We've taken taken control of the fortress. Now, let us have a look around.
Is there another chest somewhere that I missed?
The basement. Something is amiss.
Let me check the map here. There's got to be another chest I missed somewhere. There's one in that room. Okay. There's one somewhere else. Where is it? Because I have a chest key. And it doesn't make sense to have a chest key if there's not another chest. I felt like it was just Felix. Felix was racist towards to do. That's what I didn't like. Is he was just plain racist and mean to do. There's gotta be a chest somewhere. Alright, let's try out Dimitri. Get out of here. This jab is pretty fun. It's all you need, it's that little jab. Jab, jab, jab.
Hey, there's a prisoner down here. She looks like an academy student?
It's Monica! Oh. Back up, Mr. Mebedon. Yeah, get out of here. There we go.
Are you here to rescue me?
Are you all right? What are you doing here? Never mind. We can discuss that later.
Thank you for saving me.
Don't let the girl escape, or Kranya will make us wish we were
So I have a key. But where's the flippin' chest?
Safe here. We must take the girl and run.
There's gotta be a chest somewhere, right?
They're after the girl. Well, we shook this hornet's nest, so it's on us to keep her safe.
It's gonna drive me crazy if I don't ever find a chest. Which is why else will I have a key?
More bandits.
Let's hurry up and get rid of them.
That should do it. Hurry.
Sorry I'm slowing you down. The world is still a little wobbly at the moment.
Take a breather.
I think Shez is gonna be faster traveling around to look at this chest. Chat, let me know if you see a chest anywhere.
More bandits that eluded us. Leave none alive.
More are coming. These are no mere bandits.
I did too, but then the only thing that makes me think that the real Monica was survived, even in 3 houses, is Balthus's Paralogue. If you guys ever played that. Totally not overkill there. Let's go. Level up. Good job, Shez.
Gotta keep aiming higher.
I like this portrait for Shez. Well, I have the DLC playthrough in my Blue Lions route I did somewhere. If you want to go watch that, I don't want to spoil it for you. but Balthus's DLC paralogue basically tells you that Monica is possibly still alive. Well, I guess I just said I don't want to spoil it for you, and then I spoiled part of it. No, I guess I didn't really spoil the story, but I don't want to say too much. There's somebody there that kind of explains a little bit for Monica. It's still kind of vague though, so you still don't know where she is or anything, but you do hear something about her in his paralogue, which I think is kind of interesting.
I'm Grania, but you can just call me the lady that's about to murder you. Or, you know, don't.
It's her.
Hi, Krania.
So be it.
Has anybody seen a chest? This is gonna drive me crazy. Let me look down here. There's gotta be a chest somewhere, right? Why else would I have a freaking key? Hey, somebody leveled up.
I must keep aiming.
There we go, Dimitri. So Ray, are you someone who plays Faye, Fire Emblem Heroes on the mobile app? Okay, so I don't see anything down here. No way there's not something. Hey, my awakening gauge is charged. Okay. No chest down here. I mean, it could be, but it only seems weird to me because this would be the first one I've played then where it would technically be an extra key. Because normally with the Fire Emblem and Hyrule Warriors games, if they give you a key like that, then there's a chest for it on the map that you get the key for. But I mean, it could very well be for an extra thing later that I just don't know about. I mean, you could very possibly be right. It is a new Warriors game. But that's the only thing that's throwing me off is because every other one I've played, there was always a chest on the map for the key. But we already did that one. Oh, I don't have a phone anymore. Okay. Yeah, you can also, I think you can emulate Faye, sort of. I'm not normally a fan of emulation, but for a small time I didn't have my phone because it was broken. So I had to emulate Faye onto my computer and make my computer think it was an Android. And then I was able to play Faye for a small little bit on my computer until I got a new phone. That's how I kept playing it for a little while. But that was before I was streaming. That was when I started YouTube, but before I started streaming kind of thing. My first several videos were actually screen recordings for Faye. I feel like I'm just wasting time running around here. But I gotta see. I mean... should probably start checking these keeps. Money! Money is always a good thing. Wow, they defeated Carney. I didn't even need my help for her.
You asked for it. Release the creature we captured.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I started with Faye.
Get ready, everyone. We have to take it down.
I am mostly free to play. I do have some Resplendent heroes, but that's only because I have a cool little app on my phone, and then when I scan receipts, it rewards me with points, and then I could use those points to redeem it for certain little cards. So that's how I have my Fay Pass stuff, is I use those points from receipts I have, and redeem little cards from the rewards thing for it, rewards program, and then, you know, I'm able to get my Resplendents and such. That's the only way I have anything Resplendent hero-wise, because I like the artwork. But the next, instead of going after more former Resplendent heroes that I've missed, I think the next time I redeem it, I'm going to use the reward thing for orbs for the Micaiah banner, because I really, really want to see how many orbs I can get for it, and quite possibly have the biggest summoning session we've ever had on my channel.
I am here to aid you.
Okay. Maybe it is a key I can hold on to later. It just seems weird. Yeah, it just seems weird, but I didn't see anything. But yeah, man, I hope we can get back into Fae sometime soon. Alright, now we can engage.
This is going to be a long fight.
Alright, so I gotta look at my tutorial thing, because somehow, I don't know how, but I've been messing up on the awakening gauge here. Because I know there's a tutorial thing for awakening gauge, or whatever they're calling it in this one. I think they're still calling it the awakening gauge. Because I don't want to waste it. Man, this music sounds so good, guys. It sounds so good. Alright, I don't see anything for it. So we're gonna go more trial and error. So we're gonna hold this down. It says press A. You know what, we're just gonna let the gauge run out. There we go. That was cool. Alright. Where's Dimitri? Dimitri, come here. Here up. Do you have a warrior special? You do. Alright. Double warrior special. Let's go. That was a complete miss. Oh wait, maybe it wasn't. There we go.
They defeated a demonic beast? Impossible! Talus isn't going to like this at all. You'll pay for this. You'll all pay.
These names are wholly unfamiliar to me. But at least we won the day.
Yuritsa, what's going on with your body, dude? You're like on fire. Yeah, I wasted too much time running around. I deserve that.
Gotta keep aiming higher.
I could have beaten that much faster. It feels so weird not having a chest there. Unless I just was blind.
I think I've grown.
myself stop here. Hey,
how can I?
I'm getting.
Hey.
Cool. Venom Edge, awesome. Oh, that's right. I forgot his size. Yeah, okay. That makes more sense. I forgot.
We should be safe here for the time being.
Let me mute myself real quick and I'll let you guys keep making choices.
But the rest of you are this year's Blue Lions, I presume?
That's correct. But if I may, how did you come to be wearing our uniform? Also, how do you know Professor Yuritsa? Were you enrolled at the Officers Academy?
She's one of last year's students. A Black Eagle.
That would make you our senior, but what are you doing in a place like this? Well, I was just on the verge of graduation last year when I was kidnapped by the strangest people. In truth, I thought I'd never breathe fresh air again. Thank you for coming when you did. Oh, where are my manners? I'm Monica von Ox, eldest daughter of the Empire's Baron Ox.
Yes. I think I understand. This all began when the knights lost sight of the bandits and you gave chase. Afterward, you entered a suspicious fortress and rescued a missing student. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I'll be sure to smooth things over for you once we're back.
Sounds good. But, why are you even here, Alois?
Because the knights sent for help after you left them behind. Did you expect anything different? Not that I'm trying to lay blame at your feet. I know you were following Professor Yuritsa's lead, so I think everyone involved can head home knowing they did just swell. For as you know, all's swell that ends swell.
Still, I find this a rather grave turn of events. To think the same bandits who attacked our charges were behind another student's abduction.
I never said I was kidnapped by bandits.
You didn't?
We saw others in the fortress, people who were clearly not bandits. This is just a thought, but what if they were the ones truly in charge, and the bandits mere pawns?
I am back. I am sorry about that, guys. Alright, which option are we going with here? Are we agreeing wholeheartedly or half-heartedly? I imagine she'd probably still say the same thing, but I thought I'd still offer. Oh yeah, probably same answer.
Yeah, there was one real piece of work. Kranya, I think, who managed to escape. I've seen all kinds of people as a mercenary, and she was definitely not your everyday bandit.
You're on the right path. Perhaps I should just tell you who kidnapped me, seeing as I already know.
What? Why didn't you mention this earlier?
Everyone was busy speculating, so it was difficult to cut in.
What do you know, child? Out with it.
Well, the one who kidnapped me was Tomas the librarian. I'm certain of it. I could tell from his gait, and how he held his staff. I suppose he isn't the simple scholar you think he is.
Tomas? Impossible!
But Tomas has been at Garrick Mach even longer than I have.
Shouldn't ask. No one asking the victim questions. Yeah, I know, right?
No choice but to investigate.
But Sir Alois,
Be on guard. If Tomas is in league with Kranya, he is dangerous.
Very well. I will quietly report the matter to Lady Rhea and leave the decision in her hands. Not a word of this to anyone. Is that clear?
Well, now things are getting interesting. Honestly, did not see this coming. So what do you make of this Kranya? Why do you think she was at the fortress?
You seemed preoccupied with her during the battle. She a friend of yours?
Sadly, I wouldn't know. My memory is but a shadow at this point. Gone, vanished, lost. I remember meeting you, but before that, nothing at all. And yet, the moment I saw her, I was struck with the most inexplicable feeling. I couldn't tell you if it was revulsion or affection. It was simply pure emotion.
And here I thought I had it tough.
Are you worried about me? How adorable! Oh, but I do love that about you.
and so the knights have been ordered to apprehend Tomas. As it happens, he's been absent from Garrick Mach for the last several days. They are using this opportunity to prepare quietly and intend to seize him upon his return.
Hard to believe someone within the monastery was working against us.
It's shocking, yes, but we have testimony from the very person he abducted, not to mention all the other evidence they found. No surprise they want to bring the guy in.
This could be our only chance to find out about his co-conspirators.
So who is this Tomas guy anyway? You say he works in the library?
He used to help me track down all manner of obscure books. I always thought he was just a kind old man.
Tomas is the last person I'd picture as a murderous kidnapper.
I asked around, and it seems he's been in his current position for over 40 years. Why he'd choose to lash out at the church now is beyond me.
Maybe his feelings aren't new. There could have been troubling signs for a while that we aren't aware of.
Even if that's true, what is the point of kidnapping a student?
I think Arwol's an original human, one of the dragons, or something else. That's a good question. I don't know. I kind of feel like he would be one of the dragons, but at the same time, he seems to be more like a Sothis kind of thing. So I think that's kind of interesting. Sothis, no, she was not a dragon. She's pretty much the goddess of the world. Pretty much. Wait, yeah, I guess technically, I guess she is. I think you're right, Ray. I have to go back now. It's been a long day. I'll ask. We can always ask in the Heroes group chat on the Discord, so I know somebody there will know. Which option should we go with? Venture?
Ransom, maybe? The kidnapped student is from an imperial house.
Or maybe he wants to tarnish the church's reputation.
Wow, look at you reasoning things out. Your new friends must be rubbing off on you.
Your Highness. Highness, did this man hire the bandits that attacked you in the mountains?
That's what I'm told, but I've yet to confirm it. There is evidence that seems to link them.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to feel a lot less safe after this.
You're not alone. Rumors are flying around the monastery about who else might be a traitor.
You'd think the church would do a better job vetting the people they employ.
Maybe it's not so easy to... Hey, do you hear that? Something's happening outside.
Are they ready at the gates?
Yes, sir. Every exit is covered.
Well, well, it sounds like Tomas has returned. I don't know why I know this, but you need to get out there, and quickly.
Alright guys, are we gonna dash off without saying anything, or are we gonna say Tomas is here? Hey Garlic, thanks for the lurk, man. It's good to see you. Just dash, don't say anything. Alright, we can say that.
Wait, where are you? Of course. Tomas.
There he is!
That man down there.
Lady Rhea wants to speak with you. I suggest you accept.
This doddering persona of mine will benefit me no further.
What is this?
Familiar, right?
Such hubris from mere vermin. You will pay for this.
Find him!
Right! What he did was just like...
Prologue. Crisis in Ferdiad.
Yeah, I feel like they could say that Arvel is like a god that those who slither the dark created.
The humble Tomas
Possible.
shapeshifts and flees, and not even the Knights of Ceros's most concerted efforts can track down the erstwhile librarian.
Or at least some sort of powerful being that they created.
Keep an eye on events from afar and not involve himself in the disturbance. Soon, however, an urgent message arrives from Ferdiad, capital of the Kingdom of Fargus.
Well, that was certainly an unexpected conclusion to the whole Tomas saga. Thanks to his shapeshifting ability, he slipped free of the knights and escaped.
Shape-shifting.
Yes, that's what I said. Also, I know what you want to say next. His powers are just like the ones you gave me.
Yep, should we say it or should we resist the urge, chat? So I think that's interesting how that whole thing went down. Because when Byleth came to the monastery, instead of them letting Professor Yuritsa teach the students, they had Byleth teach the students instead. And I feel like if they had Professor Yuritsa teach the students instead, then maybe Byleth, maybe her story could have been more similar to Shez's instead of happening the way it did for her. But I kind of feel like Gerald's going to live in this one, whereas in Three Houses he didn't, just because of the different turn of events here.
His powers are just like the ones you gave me. Are you in league with him, Arvel? Where did these powers come from?
If I am in league with him, no one has informed me. All I have is you, my dear partner in destiny. Still, I saw what you saw. Clearly, we don't have a monopoly on shapeshifting.
And now that everyone knows about Tomas, some of them must have connected the dots back to me. At least they've had the grace to keep it to themselves.
It's because they trust you. Hold on, someone's coming.
Ah, there you are.
Something wrong?
No, I simply wanted to check in after the unsettling events of the other day.
Are we gonna shrug it off, or do we feel uneasy? Uneasy? Alright.
I kind of try not to dwell on stuff like that, but I admit I'm having more trouble shrugging this off than usual. It's gonna make my life a lot harder if my powers end up being evil.
Perhaps. And yet... how do I put this? Power is neutral. The good or evil of it comes from the one who wields it. For example, I possess extreme strength, and have always believed this gift was bestowed upon me so that I might protect others. And you used your power to save us, which means it cannot possibly be evil.
Didn't mean to fish for sympathy there, but, well, thanks.
My apologies if I overstepped.
I've been looking all over for you, Prince Dimitri. Her Grace the Archbishop is asking for you. She requests that you come to the audience chamber immediately. Duke Fraldarius has arrived for a visit.
Rodrigue is here? I'm on my way. Let us continue this discussion later.
Hold on. What did you say?
I've only just heard the news, so I'm a bit hazy on the finer points. But it seems my uncle has seized control of the capital and declared war on House Fraldarius. All signs point to him wanting to stamp the line out entirely.
That's Felix's family, right? They're one of the kingdom's leading houses. What does the royal family gain from eliminating them?
I'd wager it has to do with House Fraldarius supporting my claim to the throne.
The bigger question is why the Grand Duke chose to launch an offensive now of all times.
Whatever the reason, he must have decided to act before His Highness's coronation could take place.
My uncle claims House Fraldarius is attempting to install me as their puppet. As such, he issued a written appeal to the Western Lords to help him rescue me from the Duke's foul clutches, as he puts it.
In what cruel world would our noble house take the reins of a boor like you?
Don't ask me, it's his pretext.
So what exactly is going on in the capital? You said it's been seized.
Oh dear. I do hope nobody there has been met with foul play.
He's in no position to engage such a move until I've been removed from the situation.
I say the Regent should be dealt with. I haven't heard one good thing about his leadership.
I've no intention of becoming a pawn in this game. All the same, I must return to Fargus at once. Didu, you will accompany me.
As you wish, Your Highness.
Felix, I'm sure your father will contact you soon. For now, just wait for Rodrigue to weigh in.
Ash?
Sorry, it's just that Lenato used to be in the Grand Duke's service, so...
He is a man of compassion. It's not out of the question he'll be swayed to my uncle's side. Truth be told, we're not sure where anyone's allegiances lie at this point. So let's not hasten to conclusions, any of us. We must all keep level heads.
Yep, it's Arundel.
I'm told you are sending the knights to help us, Lady Rhea. I do not wish to sound ungrateful, but are you sure you want to do that?
The Church of Seros cannot overlook this grievance.
Regrettably, many of our knights were dispatched elsewhere several days ago on another matter. However, while we may lack numbers, we have put together a unit of considerable skill. It will be captained by someone near and dear to you, in fact. Someone well suited to a mission within the kingdom.
Someone near to... Ah, of course. That is encouraging.
Since its very inception, we have watched over the kingdom of Fargus as one would their own child. When its peace is threatened, the Church has no choice but to act.
I have not forgotten your outpouring of aid after my father's passing 4 years ago. And I swear to repay that kindness in full.
One other thing, a suggestion, if you will, from the Church.
Interesting. So she wants all of us to go with you?
Yes. This time, the Knights of Seros will be accompanying us, in addition to Professor Yuritsa.
Well, I certainly don't mind. But Annie and Ash, what about you?
You know I'm always behind you. But considering what it means for my uncle, I don't know. House Dominic's lands are surrounded by other houses that are likely to support Rufus's claim. If I join you, it could sour my family's relations with our neighbors.
I'll go. I mean, of course I don't want to get Lenato into any trouble. But I also know he'd want me to do what I think is right.
I'm sorry to place such a difficult decision on your shoulders, Ash. And what of you?
All right.
I'm in. The more time I spend here at the academy, the more I miss actual fighting. Besides, I want to use my powers to help. After all, the good or evil of a thing comes from the person wielding it. Am I right?
Indeed it does. You have my thanks.
There you go again, throwing yourself headlong into the first conflict you find. No wonder I have to keep stepping in to guide you. Still, we basically have no choice, so run wild, I guess.
I'll inform you of the details soon. Please ensure you're prepared by then.
Don't worry, Arval. I don't plan on jumping off a cliff this time. But we'll do it next time. I like seeing these interests, likes and dislikes. Interests. I can't English tonight. I have to go speak with everybody.
Got a sec?
I implore you.
Alright, I'm gonna go through and go through this really fast so we can get on with the fighting.
Nice day we're having.
It's a pretty cool idea. Yeah, I like it.
second?
You sure?
No.
Not good.
Mercedes. I think it's cool that Shez has the blue tights on like the Blue Lions do. Although I've noticed that Shez has the blue tights on no matter which route she picks, since we did Edelgard's first and she was still wearing it like she was a Blue Lion instead. So I thought that was pretty interesting.
Oh, that's right.
Well,
Which route are you playing?
Let's see.
Let's give it a go.
I'm not really a big Lorenz fan, but how do you feel about him, Ray?
Well,
Oh yeah, his advances on women. So you're reading the support between him and Byleth. Yeah, I think I was not a big fan of Lorenz before I read that conversation, and after I read it, I was just like, yeah, Lorenz is a bit of a creep. Yeah, there you go. Give it to Lysithea. Give everything to Lysithea. She's awesome. Yeah, it's weird. And the conversation, I don't know, it feels a little more weird to me when you're female pilots doing it. Because then, I don't know. I mean, I know Lorenz isn't going to make any advancements, but based off of what's said in the convo, Lorenz just... It makes Lorenz seem like he's someone who would be on a watch list kind of thing. Or like, Lorenz is just kind of a creep. I wasn't a big fan of him before that, but then after I had that support combo between him and Byleth, I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to use Lorenz.
You have my thanks.
It's just, yeah.
The Duke has stamped out most of the troops.
I agree, grossed me out.
As things stand, a clash on royal soil and eventually within the capital is inevitable. As you are the only blood kin I have, my lord, I pray we might find a way to resolve this conflict peacefully. What rubbish. He sings of conciliation, but I know a threat when I read it.
Shouldn't you take better care of a letter from your dear nephew, my lord?
He's not expecting a reply. The creature means to slay me.
Your fear of Prince Dimitri runs deeper than I thought. You shouldn't have missed your chance 4 years ago in Dusker, or 2 years ago during the suppression of the rebellion. That's twice you failed to kill him.
I've learned my lesson. A lion's cub is still a lion, and one cannot slay a lion with a clumsy scheme. It's those monstrous eyes, Cornelia. They terrify me. The boy is is a vicious animal, yet he attempts to feign actual grief that we can't find common ground. The aberrance of it shakes me to my core.
I understand completely.
Every night since I killed my brother, I dream a lion is ripping out my throat.
You'll run yourself ragged if you live your days in fear of revenge. You were meant to rule Fargus, and you have the power to make it so. Your royal army is the finest in the realm, and if I may be so bold, you also have me. Put your worries to rest, my king. Sleep deeply and without fear.
I'm so utterly tired. Tired of being afraid. Tired of what I've become. All of it.
So he's the one who killed Dimitri's father?
I see. And how much longer until Tullus gives the word?
I know only that something is amiss in the Imperial capital.
Curse it all! I am not waiting 1,000 years for that doddering old fool to act. Rally the Western lords and their troops, and be quick about it. Have them make ready to intercept that whelp.
As you command, Cleobulus.
According to our scouts, the enemy has positioned their troops on the capital streets.
So they can use the townsfolk as shields when we take the fight to them. With vulgar tactics.
Well, now that we know their strategy, our next move will be critical. A victory stained with the people's blood achieves nothing. We'll need to move our forces swiftly, but with caution. Dedu, has there been a reply from my uncle?
Nothing of yet.
I thought not.
Your Highness, will you truly be able to strike Rufus down when the time comes?
I will do what is required of me.
Preparations are complete, Your Highness.
The people are waiting for you, Dimitri. Let's not keep them any longer.
No, we'd best not.
You're our commander, but you look like you're heading for a funeral. Could you maybe try not being so insufferable?
Apologies for my demeanor. I've more than a few things on my mind. But very well. Let's begin our final war council.
You look pale. Not keen on fighting your own blood?
Sadly, I saw this fight coming long ago.
Then what's the problem?
Now that I've brought the fight to the streets of the capital, I wonder if my actions are right. Most of the people here favor keeping the royal line of succession. That's because my father and the kings before him maintained peace inside these walls. But ever since my uncle seized power, the people have been forced to endure his licentious reign. Did you know they asked me to assume the throne before my time at the academy? They said only a true king could undo Rufus's misrule.
So why didn't you?
Because it would have divided the kingdom, just as it's doing now. Yet had I supported my uncle's claim, it would have been open rebellion. And the only way to prevent such a rebellion is to invade the capital and kill the regent. In other words, I cannot restore my grandfather's peace without first breaking it.
In that case, there's no reason to hesitate. You know fighting is the only answer here. You just have to accept it.
My apologies. I have a bad habit of agonizing over such things. And as all of you have come this far to help me, the least I can do is make an attempt at optimism.
I don't blame you. This won't probably be the last one we do for the night, too. I don't blame you. I gotta read what you were saying now. I'm a noble, so you should want to have my baby. Oh yeah, I agree. That's freaking creepy. That's like the definition of creepy. At least Sylvain is just being himself and doesn't advance on girls who show no interest. Exactly. Yeah, this is all very, very interesting. I agree. This will probably be the last chapter we do for the night. Let me see. Yeah, this one will probably be the last one we do for the night. Alright, so we got Felix, got Sylvain, Mercedes, Ingrid. Alright. We got a chest there.
As we feared, the soldiers are using the townsfolk as shields. What cowards!
And our first priority is to secure the people's safety. My uncle.
Yes, retreat. I want to redo the map. I messed up.
Understood.
I'll do my best.
There we go.
As we feared, the soldiers are using the townsfolk as shields. What cowards!
And our first priority is to secure the people's safety. My uncle. Wait. We'll start by eliminating guards on the capital perimeter. Commence the attack.
This will go faster if we split into two groups.
They're coming. Shore up the defenses.
There we go.
Sweat there. Next.
Hey, it's Gilbert.
Perimeter is secure. Things should be easier now that we know our backs are safe. Open the gates and seize the town, but ensure no harm comes to the people.
Ferdiad is large. We should divide and conquer.
Hey, aren't the front gates still closed off? We should probably open them up so we can get reinforcements in here, yeah?
A fine idea. And if things go awry, we might need another way out.
Yeah, she's using light magic, so you know she won't miss. Yeah, I still call it light magic, even though they call it faith. That was cool.
Well, he's a ready? Clearly that apple did not fall far from the
Mercedes is pretty cool. Yeah, anima magic is basically reason. So is dark magic. And then faith is basically light magic. I think so, but then again, it's what's successful for them, so I can't say I blame them, but I do kind of miss the more realistic-ish kind of look that Radiant Dawn had. Radiant Dawn was the last game to not make it look like waifu Emblem. Yeah, even though Radiant Dawn definitely had quite the amount of waifus, I'm not gonna lie, it did. But it wasn't... It didn't look like Camilla type thing, if you know what I mean. It was more of like a realistic anime look. It was that perfect balance between a game with anime like this, and then a game like Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order graphics, sort of. It was a nice little balance. Realistic anime, I think it's what it's called. I shouldn't say it was quite Fallen Order like, but that's the closest thing I could think of to it. Realistic anime. And I think it looked, I like that art style for it. I kind of wish they'd bring it back. Path of Radiance had a nice cartoony look to it instead of anime. So I like the way Path of Radiance did it. I kind of wish they would bring back Radiant Dawn's way of doing things, though, how they made it the realistic anime look. Yeah. And Radiant Dawn is the game I would say is still the darkest Fire Emblem game. It's a really good game, though.
I do this for His Highness.
I love it. Love it so much. It's a really good game. I can't wait to get through my playthrough of it, especially since this year is Radiant Dawn's 15th year anniversary, so it makes me even more excited to get to it. I'm doing a playthrough of Path of Radiance on the YouTube channel right now, but I have so many Let's Plays going on, and it's a lot, but it's alright.
In that case, fling open the gates.
I have...
Sorry, Your Highness. Stole your thunder there.
Let's see, I have the original Battlefront 2 from 2005 going on. I have Path of Radiance. I have 3 houses going on. Is that it? Yeah, so I think I have at least 3 games going on. I also do 3 houses, or not 3 houses, hero streams. So I have a lot of things that I'm doing at once. But once I can get everything worked out, I definitely will be on a Path of Radiance grind to hurry up and beat the game. Honestly, I should have Path of Radiance beat by now, not very close to it, and already on the Radiant Dawn Let's Plays. I've run into so many roadblocks for my playthroughs and my Let's Plays. So I'm hoping we don't have too many more. Well, we're doing pretty well so far. The only major roadblock I really have left, aside from trying to do better editing software, the one I'm using, is a laptop. Because right now, the only reason I'm able to have Micaiah there for my reactive PNG image for PNG tubing and everything else is because I'm borrowing a relative's laptop. But my laptop that I normally use for streams can barely handle anything. It will almost always say encoding overload. It will have a whole bunch of issues that we don't need to have, and it's just a nightmare to deal with. And it can't even run something as simple as a PNG image. It can't handle having a PNG image on the stream. And it's rough. I tried to run a stream one time at 360p on that laptop and 30 frames per second, and sometimes that overloads the encoder. Not all the time, but sometimes. And it can get frustrating. So the next big thing I'm hoping for with these streams is to try to get a new laptop so I can give the relative their laptop back, and then I can make the streams much better and then run or play more games with viewers. I can do some Steam things. I can do a lot more with a new laptop that's actually meant for streaming. That would be nice. But yeah, I feel like that's the last major roadblock I have.
Can we please hurry and get this battle over with?
Hopefully I can get a new laptop someday. The laptop I'm currently looking at is like $750 now. It started off as like $500, but because of all the gas and prices going up on literally everything, just inflation on everything, it's messing with it. Because that laptop's a really good laptop. It's actually ranked in the top 10 and best laptops for streaming and recording and everything else as the runner-up, and it was the only one less than $1,000. And I was like, well, if it's ranked as the runner-up, it's less than $1,000. It was actually half the price. That's pretty good. But now the inflation on everything is making it go. It's making it go up to a lot more. So now it's at like $750, and that's its discounted price right now, and it's expected to be up well over $1,000 by the time prices are done running or raising because of the inflation and everything else on it right now. And I'd really honestly like to make it a stream donation goal to try to get it, but I doubt I'd ever get that goal. Otherwise, I would love to. I'd love to get that laptop. I'd love to make streams run better. I'd love to do more PC games for streaming to do with my viewers and everything, since we don't really do PC games right now. Then I could also play things like Genshin Impact. I think that'd be fun to do. I have not got into Genshin, but I've always wanted to. I know I can do Genshin on my phone, but I mean, I have big hands. I'm a giant, and it's hard playing on my phone. My hands get all cramped up from holding the phone like that with my big hands. But yeah, it would a new laptop would open up for so much more, which I would ultimately love to do, but I can't afford it. And I would still feel horrible making it a donation goal. I've had several people tell me I should make it a donation goal, but then again, I'd feel like, I don't know, it wouldn't make me feel so good, because it's basically, it feels like I'm asking then for like almost $800 without actually asking directly for $800, and then I just feel bad. I'd feel bad for doing donation goals. But who knows, maybe I'll try to do a donation goal someday. I almost did a donation goal for this game. To start somewhere with the donation goals. And then it turns out I found an Amazon gift card that I lost in an accident about a year ago. I found it. So I had like $50 that I found from Amazon that I lost about a year ago. So I was able to redeem that. And then I had a relative who was like, you know what, you're $15 short, we'll help you out with that. So I was like, that was nice. And it was literally the day that I was setting up a donation goal for this game. And then it turns out I was able to pre-order it yesterday. That all happened yesterday, and I was just so happy. So I'm able to at least play this game. I'm able to do a Let's Play for it. Whenever I'm borrowing this relative's laptop, because mine can't handle it. So that's nice. I'm happy about that. Yeah, exactly. Well, on some days I have a higher view count than other days. I have some streams where I have like 20, others where I have 3 or 4. It's all over the place. But I feel like if I did a viewer goal, I'd probably want to start with the smaller one first. Or a donation goal, sorry. I honestly don't know what my goal was here. I'm just running around doing stuff and talking. I should probably pay more attention to that. Hey, to do. Hey, Ash. All right. I should. Well, and I also went to Streamlabs. I found out that's how I got my my follower goal thing set up there. It's because I found out you could set things up in Streamlabs, and then I could just copy the link and put it in my OBS studio, which is cool. But I know Streamlabs has an option to set up tips and stuff. I'd love to set up an actual tip thing for you guys instead of just having like Cash App as a Nightbot thing to make it easier for all of you. But it's weird because whenever I try to set it up, it tries to have me set it up as if it's like a charity thing, and I don't want people to think that they're tipping a charity, if that makes any sense, whenever they're trying to donate to me or anything else. I don't want to have that as an issue. So I'm still trying to figure out how to work around that, so that way I can have it set to like a tip jar type thing instead of it saying that I'm donating to a charity that I want to be donating to, if that makes sense. Because I don't want my viewers to think that they're donating to a charity or something, and then have that whole issue when they're not donating to a charity, and it's just better to avoid the mess. So I don't have a donation goal or anything set up yet until I can figure that out. Although at some point I would love to do charity streams. Yeah, maybe. I was thinking about doing a Patreon. I don't know what kind of gameplay footage I would upload to Patreon, but I think Patreon would be fun. I know a lot of people like that.
Not a moment too soon, it seems.
I also have a lot of other things that I need to focus on too, because I have my. Oh, this is just so cool! Look at that! Look at how big this thing is. As I was saying, it's just I also have Switch Online stuff, and I only had 3 months of it because I didn't know I'd be streaming Smash Ultimate and other stuff with everybody, and that stuff is doing really well. I think my Smash streams are what does the most for me. That's pretty much what brings in my followers for everything right now is Smash, Smash, Smash. And I love it. But I only had 3 months of it when I started, and my thing expires at the beginning of July. So I'm trying to save up at least $7 around there, so that way I can get another 3-month card thing. So that way I can keep doing Smash streams. So I have a lot that I'm trying to do. I want to get a new laptop, make streams better. But I also want to keep watch over my online stuff since you guys are really loving Smash and now you're starting to like Mario Kart and such. So I want to keep having that online ability to keep playing with viewers, if that makes sense. So I'm really trying to figure out where I'm gonna put my money whenever I'm able to get it. Since like I said, streaming is my living, so I gotta be wise with it. So I think that's where my priority is right now with the little bit I'm earning from streaming, is trying to keep it through online stuff so that way I can keep playing games with you guys online. I think I might do that. If you guys have any ideas of things you would like to see or exclusive content or anything, I might make a Patreon at some point for some of you guys.
And of course, the main entrance is blocked. We need to find another way.
I want to try to let my awakening gauge run out. I'm afraid to press the button again like I could in the other Warriors games that would activate it. Because whenever I tried it here, it didn't activate my special cool move. But I'm hoping Rodrigue doesn't kill this mercenary here before I do. There we go. There we go. That was good.
Well done. Now to lower the drawbridge.
I'm pressing B. There we go. There we go. There we go. It took a minute.
Now, lower the other drawbridge. We'll be able to attack the enemy from both sides.
Alright, Radiant, we're gonna switch to you. We played a lot of Ingrid there. Oh, you know what? We'll play as Mercedes. I didn't realize how much we played at Ingrid there. We played a lot of Ingrid there.
Let's get that bridge down. Where are the controls?
Oh, the PNG, there's a reactive images thing. I can actually get you a link after the stream if you would like. Because I'm not sure how the stream would handle it if I tried to pull it up now. Or how OBS would handle it, sorry. But I can send you a link for reactive images stuff after the stream. Of course, man. I'm always happy to help. I love helping people.
We cannot fall here.
Oh, is there anybody over by Rodrigue? Oh my gosh. I didn't realize he was almost dead. Okay, Shez is over there. I keep seeing that there's a chest key or something like that, so I wonder if is there any chest here? Yes, okay.
Lambert would never let me hear the end of it upon our reunion.
Alright, Shez. Shez is broken. Oh yeah, I always love the Hyrule Warriors and the Fire Emblem Warriors and how they mix the tracks together. It's fire. I don't think there's a song I dislike from any of the Nintendo Warriors games. They're all pretty good. I don't know what those soldiers were doing, but that was pretty funny. They were like spazzing out there. That was hilarious. I should probably run to the big blinking red things on the map instead of just kind of exploring here, shouldn't I? I'm just running around aimlessly. I just want to explore everything, you know? I'm going to explore it all. Oh, how do I... Oh, I have to run all the way... Shez. I'm so sorry, Shez. Let's go this way. Oh, wait, there's a way to heal him. Yeah, there we go. I can heal. That's cool. I'm so sorry, Shez. Rodrigue. Wait, Rodrigue, I want to heal you.
Yes, this should help.
No, what are you doing? You know what? You're gonna die. Oh, wait, Rodrigue is the god. Okay. Isn't that the room Shez was just in? I think it is. Okay. Alright, we need a... Shez, now you're in the right spot where I need to be. Now, I think it would be really cool if we can get a DLC pass later that could let us play the story, but from Violet's perspective instead, and let us see what Violet's up to the whole time and everything. I think that would be cool. I don't think that would happen, but I still think it would be cool. Hey, Rodrigue, what is up, my dude? I mean, I would have healed you, but you kept running away. He did in one of the routes. I don't know how he lost his eye exactly. I just know he did. But I don't think he does in this one. I don't know. I haven't seen him get his eye ripped out in any of the artwork I've seen for this game. I think he gets to keep his eyes in this one. That was cool. That was awesome. Because he gets ripped out and I wanted points, but I don't think he wears an eye patch in this one. From what I've seen, I haven't seen an eye patch on him. But he might get his eye ripped out again, I don't know. I think it would be cool if it was done right. I have to say, if it was done right, I think it would be cool if we could get a Fire Emblem Warriors, Hyrule Warriors collab kind of thing. Like a Fire Emblem Warriors times Hyrule Warriors type thing. I think that would be cool. You know, have Link and Zelda with Marth, Shez, and Violet. I think that would be Pog. But if they ever did do something like that, it would have to be done right. Alright, where is the lever? There's a control somewhere. Oh. It's inside the castle. Mercy. You're the closest, so we're gonna. I honestly haven't been paying attention to half the stuff I've been doing in this one. I've just been talking in this chapter here. I'm going. Alright, we're here. There we go.
Now that we have access to both the east and west bridges, it's time to breach the capital, corner the traitors, and strike them down.
My, this is your lucky day. I've decided that you deserve my personal attention.
Ah, fate. You truly are whimsical. Will today mark my death?
The song.
Either way, this farce will finally come to a close.
I don't know if a cutscene's coming up or not, but I feel like one would be. So I'm gonna take myself down as well as chat real quick. Yo, what's up, Vin? Fire Emblem, Legend of Zelda, Dynasty Warriors, have them all fight each other. Yeah, it would be cool to have sort of like a Smash mashup type thing, but with warriors instead. That would be really cool. I think that'd be a really cool idea. If done right, it could be really amazing. A good way to introduce people into the series even more for each game. I think that would be really cool. You know, yeah, I'm all for it. You know, if they ever decided to do a mashup like that, have Legend of Zelda fight Fire Emblem fighting Samurai Warriors, that would be awesome. How are you doing, Ven? How's your stream, man?
Oh, why the long faces? Does our hospitality displease you so?
Ingrid, come here.
Fascinating power you possess.
Sure is. If you think I need it to beat you, think again.
Every moment I stare at you vexes me more. You should have died that day.
Turns out we finally agreed.
Are you
But
ready?
seeing as I yet live, I have a duty to fulfill.
Leave this to me. This ends here.
Tied too much. Got that, Ben.
Like it. It wouldn't feel like a real fight if I simply tore you limb from limb right out of the gate.
Don't let up. We can break her.
Beasts. None of this would be happening if not for that old man Thomas.
There we go, Ingrid.
I suppose I've improved.
Look at me getting wrapped up in my fun again. But sadly, I must bid you farewell.
She's slippery, that one.
This door's not gonna open, I take it. Ooh, that was... Yeah, I didn't mean to dash into the wall there. Got a lot of running to do here. Yeah, I think Mercy's down there, but I don't know if she has a charge on her warrior gauge. Yeah. There we go. Oh, wait, where am I going? This way. Oh, wait. Drop Ingrid. No.
Allow me.
Drop Ingrid. Mercy, where are you going? Come here. Come here. Come here.
My turn. I'll handle this. Take a breather.
Thought I dropped you.
I owe you one.
Yeah. Bye.
Let's link up.
There we go.
Here for you. I can go.
Oh, I don't know. I honestly don't know what that thing is that she does. I think it's supposed to be like a overpowered lethality type thing for her. It's supposed to be like a chance type thing for her, but it's just, it works too as a warp, I guess. That's what I've been using it as mostly. Alright, so I'm missing... Oh my god, am I supposed to run around the whole map? Oh.
Are you ready?
No, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. We're gonna switch again. What? I should have just followed Mercy where she was going. Now we have to run around the whole map. Let's go. It's a good thing I like the map. Thanks, man. Thank you for the lurk, man. Alright. Dimitri and the duo are running into walls there. Sylvain.
So, it's come to this at last.
And Ingrid beat me there.
If you want my head, then come claim it. I intend to, Uncle. On our pride as knights, we will defend our liege to the last.
Alright. Let's switch.
Are you ready?
That was cool. That was pretty cool. Just nuked them. I was hoping how to get a level up for Mercedes there. Why is she not saying her words? I still hear game volume, but what's going on? She doesn't say anything. Yeah, it's like an off-brand Danny bomb that I just did. Alright, let's switch. And awakening gauge. Alright, let's try this. We got one shot at this. Let's see if it works. Awakening. That didn't work. That didn't flipping work. Okay. Is there another awakening pod around here? So I can't like do the special move. I have to wait for the thing to run out. But I thought I did the special move yesterday. I guess not. Okay, so we're gonna have to beat him normally. We got this though. We're good. We're good. We can do this. Oh, special. Her thing wasn't even charged up, but I guess that works. Mercedes, she didn't have her warrior gauge charged up. Oh, now you dropped the awakening. Okay.
Your Highness, we are moving Rufus to a cell and preparing him for questioning.
Good, thank you. I will join you shortly. Raise your voices with me, friends. You fought hard this day, and now victory is ours.
I wasted 30 minutes just running around in circles talking.
I must keep aiming higher.
Could have completed that much faster if I was actually paying attention.
I feel stronger.
this feels.
Level ups everywhere. There we go.
I won't let this go to my head. I suppose I've improved.
Hey, the Duke can promote, Ash can promote, Dimitri can promote. There we go.
How can I best use this power?
I've grasped new strength.
Yes, this makes sense.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
Yeah, it depends what stats, and it also depends which Fire Emblem game.
No, this is not my peak.
If it's 3 houses, probably not. But if it's something like Path of Radiance, yeah, it would be.
Something you feel like saying?
No.
All traitors get put to the sword. It's his duty as king.
Final words?
None for you. But tell me something, boy. Does it trouble you to slay your own kin? What a surprise. I did not think you capable of sympathy, craven monster that you are.
Yes. But either way, I do what I must.
Well, to perish by your hand, it is a fate that I much deserve.
Which leaves the lords Elidor, Mateus, and Kleiman. We believe they, as well as many powerful Western lords, were accomplices in the assassination of the late king. Along with the Grand Duke, they seem to have received large sums of money and supplies from the imperial nobility. Thinking this to be recompense for the assassination in Duscur, we investigated the link further. In 1171, the mage Cornelia arranged for a certain powerful imperial family to come to the kingdom.
That's the year when my step-uncle, Lord Arundel, brought Edelgard here in exile.
Correct. We think Lord Arundel and his followers were behind the matter. They have deep ties to the imperial household.
As I suspected. You're a clever man, Margrave Gautier. Well done.
Thank you, Your Highness.
If we continue wringing information out of them at this pace, we'll soon have a clear picture of what transpired.
My uncle's attendants must also confess to the slaughter in Duscur. But now that things have come this far, we can't expect the Western Lords to stay silent. We need a way to keep them far from power.
Oh, there are always ways, provided you're willing to keep all your options open.
Yes, I suppose so. Let us speak more of this later. For now, spread word of what you have found to every palace and pub in the land. That should help keep the lords in check.
Is that wise, Your Highness? If we announce that Rufus was involved in the tragedy of Duscur,
I will not feed my people half-truths. They deserve to know.
I've always admired that candor, Your Highness. Yet such news is sure to create a degree of unrest in the kingdom.
So you suggest we bury the truth? Should it somehow come to light, the people's faith in me will be forever shaken. If the kingdom is ever to part ways with our bloody past, this is the path we must walk.
fine words. appease the people of Dusker. Nor the rest of Fargus, many of whom will not be so quick to forgive.
We thought you might say as much, which is why His Highness and I have devised a solution. I will resign the title of Duke and pass it to my heir.
Spare me, Rodrigue. One person with wild ideas is already one too many.
It's not wild at all, Matthias. Someone must bear responsibility for what happened in Dusker. People will naturally seek to point the finger at His Highness, and we need him unsullied if he is to lead. Someone has to get down in the mud and bear the slings and arrows for him. Who better for such a task than me?
Rodrigue will abandon his title and work with Dedue to restore harmony between our people. I'm not asking him to take his life. Rather, he offered to spend it to set things to rights.
In that case, we've only to deal with the issue of the throne. I believe we should move forward with your coronation straight away.
I agree. My time at the Officers' Academy was a valuable experience, but I belong here now. Obviously, Felix won't be able to return either. Have him come to me later, so I can deliver the news and an apology.
I've already had a word and told him what must be done. You've no need to apologize.
Yes, I have. As for you, Gustav, you'll also be staying here in the kingdom.
But I abandoned my homeland. There can be no place for me in Fargus.
I will make a place for you. I need your help. Lady Rhea will understand.
It would be my great honor, Your Highness.
Send word to the church and the lords. Count Galatea will be in charge of contacting the south. Now, there's another topic I'd like to discuss. I wish to reorganize my army. Since I have you all assembled, I'd like to hear your suggestions.
You still working, Dimitri? Have you even slept since the battle?
Never mind that. There's a favor I've been meaning to ask of you. It won't happen right away, but I'm considering the formation of a new private army. I need someone to captain them, and I was hoping it might be you.
And what does the leader of the kingdom need with a private army?
I fear my uncle may have rubbed off on too many of my knights. I'm not saying they're all bad, but it's clear as day that bribery ran rampant. To rectify the matter, I'm looking into a complete reorganization of the army. These next several years will be an age of civil war, and I want to be surrounded with the best and most loyal soldiers I can find.
Well, that does sound interesting. Still, I'm just a regular old grunt. Why put me in charge?
Because this will be an army of commoners, not knights and nobles. A mercenary like you is far more likely to earn their trust than some stuffy noble who's never known a day of hardship. Please, allow me to be clear. This is not an order. If you'd rather return to the academy, you're free to do so.
Are you kidding? I'm in. Thank you, Dimitri.
Having put down Rufus's revolt and ended his uncle's life, Dimitri draws closer to the truth regarding the tragedy of Dusker, and also begins the process of ascending the throne. All the while, the Adrestian Empire deals with a fierce power struggle in its capital, Enbar, while the Leicester Alliance finds themselves pitted against an invading Almiran horde. Realizing the troubles of Fodlan will fall squarely on her young students' shoulders, Archbishop Rhea closes the Officers' Academy and permits her charges to return home.
I wasn't sure there was going to be like a cutscene there. a picture, you know, of Dimitri's coronation or not. Yeah, Duke Felix.
Azure Gleam. To war. It is the end of 1181. 2 years have passed since the Officers' Academy closed its doors. After ascending the throne, Dimitri labors to bring peace to the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. With Edelgard ruling as the Emperor of Adrestia and Claude leading the...
I love Edelgard's new look.
The three erstwhile schoolmates strike out as the next generation of leaders. A new era is dawning in Fodlan, and much teeters at the brink of great change. The first tremors of a major upheaval rock the land as Edelgard declares war on the Central Church.
Pardon my lateness, Your Majesty.
You needn't worry, Felix. I know your duties are many. Though, I'm afraid we could not wait for you to begin the discussion.
They look pretty good.
This is about the Empire's declaration of war against the Central Church, yes?
Indeed. As you're aware, we have already begun accepting refugees from Garrett Mach. But a few days ago, I received a confidential request from Seteth, asking us to protect the higher-ranking members of the Church, including Lady Rhea herself. Of course, we'd only meet this eventuality were Garrett Mach to fall. As it stands, we find ourselves quite literally stuck between the Empire and the Church. I'm not sure how much longer we can remain neutral.
If I might, Your Majesty, troubling as it may be, I believe it prudent for us to reject this proposal from the Church outright. Offering them shelter will only serve to provoke an invasion from the Empire. This matter of the Southern Church concerns me as well, but I believe we have more important matters to be fussing over at the moment.
Your counsel is much appreciated, Viscount Elidor, but I assure you, things are not as cut and dry as you make them out to be. The mandate granted to the King of Fargus and all the lords who serve under him is given legitimacy only by the grace of the Church. Are we to renounce the very heart of this kingdom simply because we shudder at the thought of invasion? War will always come at one point or another, and some degree of suffering is purely inevitable. You know this as well as I, Viscount.
You dare speak of suffering, do you? When the blaze of war will not scorch your lands in the north as it does ours?
I would normally agree that those of us from the Northern Territory should hold less sway in this discussion. But if Garrett Mach were to fall, the war fronts would not halt in the west. Your Majesty, what of House Rowe or Galatia, or the others in the south?
Not a word from Count Rowe as it stands, but I did receive a missive from Count Galatia. It read, "My people are not fools enough to rejoice in the surrender of their territories to invaders. There is no morality in turning our backs on the institution at the very foundation of our lives. We must support the Church as they have supported us."
Your Majesty, we owe a great debt to the Central Church for their role in quelling the uprising 2 years ago. To not repay such generosity in kind would risk weakening the trust of your vassals.
And if that happens, we might find ourselves right back in the same mess as before. They lack the crest of Blathid, but there's no small number of nobles who might crawl out of the woodwork claiming royal blood. The kingdom's already seen the turmoil and division such claimants can bring after the death of King Klaus.
But Duke Fraldarius, surely we are better served attempting to head off the very real and imminent war at hand, instead of debating hypothetical unrest?
I don't want my people to suffer the pain of conflict. But does anyone here really think the Empire will simply stop if we appease their every demand? Suppose we do let the Empire take the Archbishop. And suppose we accept this new Southern Church. Then what?
I imagine the Empire plans to install the Bishop of the Southern Church, Count Varley, in Lady Rhea's place. I fear I've heard nothing good concerning either the man himself or his teachings. They purport to be an arm of the Church of Seros, but the Southern Church is nothing more than a mouthpiece for the Empire at large.
In other words, rejecting the Central Church in favor of this new Southern one would be no different from flat-out accepting imperial rule. It's hard to say just how they would treat our kingdom were such events to unfold. Though I imagine it would involve heavy taxation for the express purpose of bleeding Fargus dry and filling the imperial coffers.
Do you have something to add, Duke Fraldarius?
Not really, no. I was just wondering how long we were planning to continue this tedious charade. The question's simple. Do we hand over our kingdom and subject ourselves to imperial rule or not?
I believe the Margrave has been quite clear as to what will happen if we give in to the Empire's demands. We've all been informed of the rapid reformation their region has undergone, many aspects of which I admire, I'm not ashamed to say. But an old, stubborn land like ours isn't suited for such tempestuous change. Radical new freedoms are not what the people of Fargus need right now. They need stability, steady improvement in their daily lives, and real, lasting change can only come from a solid foundation.
Sounds like your Majesty has made up his mind then. Just say the word and we'll leap into action.
The Holy Kingdom of Fargus will hereby offer asylum to the Church of Seros. Everyone, sharpen your blades and prepare for the battles ahead. Gustav, Dedu, make to ride at once. Our intentions must be made clear. Not only to the Church and the Empire, but to Count Rowe as well, and all the other lords who failed to answer my summons.
Understood, Your Majesty.
Hey, did you hear? Sounds like we're gonna be going to war with the Empire.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Ever since His Majesty ascended the throne, we've been fighting battle after battle through every corner of Fargus. But I never thought we'd be going toe-to-toe with the actual Empire. I'd be nervous if it even felt real.
What do you think, Chad? Are we going to motivate her or sympathize with her? Motivate? That sounds good.
Don't worry. It'll start feeling very real very quick once the sword starts swinging.
You know, that might be the single worst attempt at motivational speaking I've ever heard. Not that I'm much surprised at this point.
I can't help but wonder, though. What happens to Fargus now? I feel like things have been steadily improving lately, but not everyone favors His Majesty as I do.
Yeah, I hear the grumbles too. But there's not a ruler in the world who doesn't have their fair share of critics, right? All I know is we wouldn't be where we are now if not for him. I mean, look at me. Saddled with some mysterious power we don't know anything about, and he still chose to put his faith in me. It's only right I return the favor in kind. Oh, and speak of the devil.
Am I interrupting something?
No, of course not. Please, allow me to take my leave. Your Majesty, Commander.
So, you heard all that, huh?
More or less. I apologize for the interruption, but there's an urgent matter at hand.
Anything I can do to help?
There is. As you know, we've offered asylum to the Central Church in their efforts to flee the Empire. As such, we are to escort the Archbishop herself to the royal capital at once. I expect heavy pursuit from the Imperial forces, so I am assembling a team of those I trust most to assist in the mission. Of course, I'll be leading my own regiment into battle, but I was wondering if you'd be willing to accompany me.
Is that it? I'd be glad to. How are things looking at Garrick Mach while we're on the subject?
Grim. Neither the Knights of Seros nor the monastery ramparts are capable of holding off the Empire's massive military might. I dare say we have precious little time to waste. Prepare to deploy at once.
That's pretty interesting.
That reminds me.
How tiresome.
No, they didn't, sadly. Hey, we can place Rodrigue. Oh wait, did we? Okay, now I have to check. Maybe they did. First, let's get a Radiant. Let's change your weapon to the Venom Edge, of course. Oh, wait. Actually, the Iron Sword might be better. Yeah. Okay. It looks like they did. Okay. I don't know why they didn't when I was, you know, the Black Eagles. It looks like not all of them did, but some of them did. So Ingrid and Dimitri did. Okay. That looks good. Well, I also think that's where we're going to end the stream today, and we'll pick up tomorrow with where we left off. And I might stream some 3 houses tomorrow too. Like I said, we have 8 days pretty much to beat 2 routes and 3 houses, so we're going to be powering through that game. And if you guys wouldn't mind please sticking around for a raid, we're going to raid someone playing Smash Brothers over here, Hun Guy 1. We're going to try to help him out with views. And thank you guys for hanging out with me. I had a ton of fun. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care, everybody.